I need more porn grooves. I need more porn grooves, everybody. You heard me? Get me more. Make me more.
Porn groove, like, downloading hub?
YouTube? I guess.
Is that stuff all done by the same people? Or, like, what's the copyright stuff on that?
There is none. Because I think it was a... Why am I talking about copyrights with you for intro songs? Fuck off. Anyways.
I'm sure that they might have had a copyright, but it's probably
it's a legitimate query.
It's probably lapsed. If it's like from the 70s, it's probably lapsed if they didn't.
I'm sure, yeah.
Copyrights have like a certain
I'm sure it's beyond the statute of limitations.
I don't know how porn grooves from the 70s hold up as far as copyrights are concerned.
I don't know.
Actually, there is one, Dick Dagger's theme, which is like the quintessential, like...
Dick Dagger's theme?
Yeah.
How do you know this?
That's the research.
That's the one exception. You know, Eric Everhart's theme is the one exception to the copyright infringement rule when it comes to porn because
it's the quintessential wow fucking theme. So like it's like the biggest one. What do you want me to do?
And you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Joey.
If Dick Dagger wasn't a porn name, it would totally be the name of like a AAA team broadcaster. And this is Dick Dagger here.
Or a villain on some kind of like 80s racing cartoon, you know?
On Wacky Razors.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, how's it going? I am Joey Nohana. What an intro. AKA Muffin Ass, AKA the Tokyo Latina, joined by Tyson Too Lewd. And to my right, Antonio Inoki Caruso.
I wish I was Antonio Inoki.
Anthony Caruso. He is not Antonio Inoki. He does not own New Japan Pro Wrestling.
He doesn't own New Japan Pro Wrestling anymore.
Oh, he doesn't?
Nope. He got rid of that a while ago. He has, what the hell is this promotion called now? Genome Wrestling Federation or something like that?
Remember All Japan Pro Wrestling? That went under pretty well. Not that long ago.
Did it really?
I think so, yeah. DDT's still around. Maybe we should get into DDT.
Yeah. I know Pro Wrestling Noah's not doing too well either.
Well, because New Japan's taking over, man. So... we're here to talk about, once again, WWE television, and boy, what a week it was, ladies and gentlemen. Very entertaining week, in many ways. If you are mad about Jinder, I laughed. If you are mad about Braun Strowman being over, I laughed again. But more importantly, I laughed about Jinder Mahal over anything else this week. It was amazing.
I'm still laughing about Jinder.
Are we living in like Bizarro World or something?
I guess.
What the fuck is going on?
Speaking of laughing, me and Tyson went to go see The Fate of the Furious. That fucking movie sucked.
I mean,
that movie was...
We got what we paid for.
It's the 8th movie in a franchise that's not known for being like a very depthy, like intelligent movie.
We went on $5 Movie Tuesday, and we basically got what we paid for. So I'm not upset.
True story. We picked seats with no one around us. And magically, it's like people flock to like when you sit somewhere, right? And you lay out and your feet are all fucking uncomfortable and people just randomly show up.
Yeah, you gotta understand, dude. This was like the XD Theater. We're utilizing the famous "I'm not gay" seat, so we have plenty of room between us. Okay,
we sat a seat apart from each other.
We both had our own armrests. We had room for our hoodies and shit. And then everybody just wants to flock right in our general vicinity. And I'm like, guys, big theater, a lot of seats. What the fuck is going on?
People need to stop that shit. But yeah, Vin Diesel, stop making these movies, dude. Please let The Rock take over. The Rock is way better at this than you are.
It is getting
man, they're such a cash grab.
It is getting a little less convincing as he gets older. It's getting a little less convincing. This
is the only movie franchise that I've literally gone and seen every fucking movie, and I hate myself more and more. Why do I watch these movies?
I think I borrowed the first one from like some friend in like 7th grade. I saw it once.
The first two were okay. Maybe, yeah. Tokyo Drift sucked balls, and then it just got redundant after that. Well, speaking of
We're
The
the
Rock,
idiots that keep giving them your money. So
Hey, it had a submarine in it. And
I gave Vin Diesel $5. Fuck him. Okay, he got nothing off
He had
of
to
me.
split that shit with The Rock and Tyrese, so it's all right.
Michelle Rodriguez looks old as fuck. And
Yes,
it's just-
they
oh,
all do.
God.
they are all old as fuck.
Fucking Christ.
You know, Ludacris isn't doing anything
Ludacris,
else. So.
Ludacris was okay. Tyrese is fucking annoying, bro. Roman sucks balls. I can't stand that guy.
They've been making these movies for like almost 20 years
too
now. That's
fucking long.
ridiculous.
That's so weird.
It's the
If you
new
think
James
about it like
Bond.
that.
It's the new fucking James Bond.
Oh,
literally.
don't do that. Don't fucking denigrate James Bond by equating the
Top
two.
secret fucking missions on planes,
It's
bro.
the new-
Charlize Theron.
It's the new Saw movies, all right. Like, you want to pick a long running franchise that needs to stop. It's the new those.
Except with those,
Leave
you have to
James Bond
think.
alone.
Except,
Saw stopped at least.
except
Been
with,
over for a while.
With those,
This was supposed to have stopped too.
with those, you have to think. You don't have to think
Yeah.
with these. Vin Diesel was driving a burning car backwards and won a race.
that was actually kind of a cool scene.
True story. I'm not lying.
I can believe it.
Okay. First fucking scene in the movie. All right. Before I blow a gasket, let's talk about WWE, I suppose.
Or blow your intake like that car did.
My God.
I'm sorry.
He used a soda fucking popper to fucking
He
like.
used a soda tab to make a what did he call it? Like a poor man's turbo.
Yeah, it's like it's gonna overhaul the engine, but it's gonna give you a good boost.
Yeah,
And-
it like-
but at the risk of blowing the car up.
In like an '89 Beetle and
In Cuba, what the fuck are we doing? Driving Beetles?
Havana, bro.
All right, that monster just hit me really hard, and I'm getting really mad at Vin Diesel right now. But anyways, WWE news this week. So Dash Wilder got hurt. Everybody,
Yeah.
he
I did hear about that. Yeah.
fractured his jaw at a NXT house show over the weekend. Wilder last wrestled when he teamed
Oh,
with
is that
Scott
when they were
Dawson.
doing their fucking babyface farewell tour?
I guess so. Against Shinsuke Nakamura and Hideo Itami. What do you know?
Did you guys hear that heartfelt send off that they did? Their farewell speech.
No.
It was actually pretty nice. Wilder said a little bit, but Dawson did most of the talking.
Well, that's because Dawson.
I recently discovered that the Dash and Dawson, and DIY have a thing called Too Sour,
Really?
the inverted Too Sweet, and it bothers me that is a thing. This is their hands. Try to do this and not get carpal tunnel.
That's kind of
It's an
amazing.
inverted. It's an inverted. The wolf that everyone does, but.
So when are they going to be feuding with the club?
But Johnny Gargano put it on Instagram and he said, "Too sour me, bro," and I wanted to throw my phone really far away.
Wow.
And other things to worry about. Two things I have to mention to you, gentlemen, that you may or may not know, and to everyone out there listening to this. The shakeup was, in fact, the draft.
So they're not doing a
Really?
separate draft?
They're
now?
not doing a separate.
No more draft.
Nothing.
That's what I kind of thought.
Nothing in
they were gonna
November.
do.
That's what I thought originally too.
You want to know why? You want to know why the shakeup was the draft?
Why?
Because Vince didn't like the word draft that week.
Really?
Did that go
That's
on
the
his
reason?
list of banned phrases along with title shot and backstage?
And Camping World Stadium, yeah. He didn't want to mention
locker room.
WrestleMania's venue at all either, because it sounds, stupid or gay or whatever the fuck he wanted to do. I have no idea, man. I have no idea.
So there's no draft. We're just gonna. Is this
Here's-
like
happened
what they
already.
did with a dodgeball when they started calling it agility ball?
Well, he does have a lot of banned words and things he doesn't like. So
I'm kind of glad that they didn't do a whole draft, because if they're doing the shakeup in the draft, it wouldn't have made much sense. But
No, but I feel like if you're going to do a draft-esque thing, like go big or go home. Like the shakeup was supposed to be kind of like a semi, like a pseudo draft, but
Yeah.
not really. It's just like, okay, we're just like shuffling some guys around. It's not like they took the entire rosters and put it through a lottery and like changed everybody.
Well, they moved all the relevant or good workers to
Yeah,
SmackDown.
they moved some key players around.
yeah,
Speaking of people coming to SmackDown, your boy fucking Mike Bennett signed a contract.
Mike Bennett, Maria
Him and,
Kanellis are
and
coming to
Maria
SmackDown.
coming back,
Nice.
and they're going right to SmackDown.
which
Right
is
on.
good.
So-
That's where they should be.
We're going to have two it couples.
I wonder if they're gonna do their whole shtick when they were in ROH right after CM Punk quit, where she was basically like talking about how she taught Mike Bennett the Anaconda Vice, taking all the shots at CM Punk. I hope they do that.
Well, CM Punk doesn't care, so I don't think it really matters to him anymore.
Yeah, but since the crowd likes to chant CM Punk and shit,
Yeah.
just be total heels and take shots at the audience.
Mike Bennett coming over, and Maria's all right, I guess. I mean, I liked her Playboy edition a while ago.
I love Maria, so
I love
She's
her too.
all right.
Yeah.
She's not bad. Mike Bennett works, I suppose, because he's not like I don't want to say an internet darling. He's not like the best wrestler on the planet.
Yeah, he's not.
He's a good gimmick.
He's a good gimmick. He's a great. He I think he would do great in WWE.
He's a WWE worker.
Yeah.
He's built for WWE. He's a good gimmick. He's not complicated, and Maria could do all of his all of his heat for him.
Yeah.
So, it works just fine. And that bolsters SmackDown even further because we have good talents like Jinder Mahal, Mojo Rawley. We have all the heavy hitters. But in all honesty, everyone's on SmackDown that's relevant kind of still. Like Sammy, Sammy's fucking dead in the water, but Kevin's all right.
Yeah.
And you got AJ and Nakamura on the same fucking roster.
And Sin Cara, right? He came back.
Huniko. Sin Cara surely came over. And another thing
let's not get too inside baseball.
Sorry. I don't want to kayfabe you, bro. And so another thing, because we have two matches on Payback, right? I believe that's this coming Sunday.
Is it really?
The 30th, no?
No, that's the next one, I think. Wait.
It's 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
But even still, fuck, shit.
All right, here it comes. Well, and the next one, Backlash, is in May. So guess what? They're learning their lesson because now we don't get a fucking pay-per-view every goddamn 2 weeks, which is fucking great for me at least.
Well, when in May?
May 21st.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a long ways away. So the whole what's it called? Wyatt, Randy, Jericho, Owens thing, because we have basically two matches with two guys from two different promotions. Here is what it is at the moment. And think about this. If Wyatt wins the match, the title goes to Raw. Wyatt will not move.
That's a step on that. It's not that he comes to SmackDown.
Hold on, it gets better. If Jericho wins, he has to go to SmackDown.
Yeah.
However, the match between Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton at Payback is no longer a title match.
Wait, what?
Go on the website.
The House of Horrors match is no longer for the belt.
Not for the belt anymore.
Then what's the point?
Good question. It's not a belt. It's not for the title anymore. It's just so that way Bray could get his revenge on Randy doing whatever.
It's just a blow-off, though.
I'm just going to say this right here, right now. Since we're going to be covering the pay-per-view, I'm sure. I'm not watching the match because I don't care. So you guys can talk about it because I don't give a shit.
That's fine.
I would like to...
That is completely okay with me because I have literally no reason to watch this match anymore.
I would like to continue what I've been saying for the last 6 months, that this is complete fucking
we get
bullshit.
It. You were right.
Yeah,
you were right the whole time.
Thank you. I'm going to get shirts printed for both of you fucks that this was retarded, and I'm glad you're finally fucking acknowledging it.
All right, dude.
This is like Ellsworth and everything else that you guys were totally on the fucking bandwagon for that was complete shit, and I saw through it in the beginning.
Still cool.
No, he's fucking not. Shut up. This is the same.
This is different.
It's not different. It's not different.
Ellsworth was funny. We knew he was going to be bad once this thing ended.
You guys always get on the dick for like a month, and then it's like, oh, this is so cool, and I'm the only voice of dissent.
Carmella
and then
relevant.
you guys eventually come around and stop drinking the Kool-Aid. Everyone's like, you know what, Nick? You were right, man. This is ass. It's still ass. It's getting asser. All right? It's not even a thing. I just made it a thing. This is getting asser. And by the end of this, when the smoke clears, it will be the assest. Okay? You heard it here first from Brother Tyson, all right? So fuck that.
Let me find the card here for WWE Payback. April 30th. Yes, 8 o'clock, 5 Pacific time.
Christ, they already blew it off.
4 o'clock Alaskan.
Just let Bray have his feud with Finn. Just let Bray have his feud with Finn Balor, and just let it be a thing. Yeah, because that's a much more relevant and a lot cooler storyline, and it will make for a much better set of matches than everything they've been doing with Bray for the last forever.
Here is the thing for this matchup right now on the website at WWE Payback. WWE Champion Randy Orton will take on Bray Wyatt in the portentous unknown that is a House of Horrors match. After Orton overcame Wyatt and his mystical forces at WrestleMania to recapture the WWE title, he was quickly dragged back into the Reaper of Souls' wicked agenda.
What?
That is the headline for this match, written by Ryan Papola. Fuck you, Ryan.
Is he like a senior in high school and is like still in his goth phase?
I mean, he's probably got a gun to his head. I can't even be mad at the kid.
So the only way this is going to work out is if like Randy takes Bray's wand and breaks it over Sister Abigail's tombstone or something. Like that's how this works, right?
I don't know, man. I don't even know. They don't even know what this match is, and they're trying to sell this match to you. I could sit here for 20 minutes and go, Nick, you should invest in something right now. It's gonna be big. Trust me. Give me $20 and I'll tell you.
It's just gonna be a no disqualification unification match, then they might turn the lights out a couple times, and they're probably going to have like some more shit on the ring.
You know what Alvarez said, and it made a lot of sense on the Observer? He said, what if, right? What if Randy's walking through a haunted house, right? And he gets to the very end, and you know, all these jump scares, and at the very end, it's Jinder Mahal and the Bollywood Boys. And they kick him in this fucking face. And I thought that would be an amazing scene at Payback. But yeah, everybody, that's the there's no. Hold on a second. After Orton became white, his mystical he recaptured the WWE. It says nothing about the title being on the line. So guess what? Bray was gonna win this match no matter what because there's no belt on the line. So
well, did they explicitly say there was gonna be no belt on the line?
Doesn't say shit about the belt, dude. WWE champion Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt, House of Horrors match. That's it. Every other match on this card says the women's title, tag belts, or whatever the fuck if the tag belts were even on.
Well, I
this
mean,
one.
if this was the title match, it was going to be super predictable because there's no way you'd have both championships.
Well, now it's even
on
more
one show.
predictable because Wyatt's going to go over to get his revenge. However, this revenge does not include the belt, which they've been fighting for the last fucking 3 months. So, literally, we could turn off the pay-per-view right before this match starts, and no one would give it. We would learn nothing from this.
Hopefully, it's the main event, so we don't have to like pick.
Hey, Bray. Guess what? At the end of the day, even if you go over, man, still burned your fucking house down. Yeah. So you're still sleeping in your car, dog. You know, there's no coming back.
Well, he's found a nice new alleyway to cut promos from.
It's probably like crashing in like Bo Dallas's fucking studio apartment.
Or maybe he's hanging out in the double wide. Who knows? Who the fuck knows?
Well, that is a sad state of affair that WWE has become at the moment. We have no clue what this match is, but you need to watch it on WWE Payback. I'm glad this is not 2000 and we're not all chipping in $12 for this fucking shit.
Could you imagine? We're paying fucking money for this?
You know what? We're getting our money's worth here. $10? Yeah, I suppose so.
$10.59.
This is all very true.
Thank you, Antonio.
Monday Night Raw, April 17th, 2017, from Columbus, Ohio. The hometown of
the
Ohio State? The Ohio State. Sure, whatever, man. Fuck eyes. Braun Strowman came out, talked about how he murdered Roman Reigns. I don't know why they thought this was going to be anything more than letting Braun get over as much as he possibly is already. He came out and basically just said, I killed Roman, I don't care, and it's awesome. And the crowd went, we love you. Thank you for murdering Roman. I don't know why they put him out there to say this, but if you were trying to gather sympathy for Roman, this was the worst way you could possibly do it.
You know what's weird? I did hear a couple boos in the crowd, like a few, like some low-key boos, and I was like, really? Somebody out there? It's got to be that one lady who started the petition and her family that had them start the boos there. I was surprised.
Angle came out to tell him that, and it's funny because Kurt Angle, watching WWE television's hilarious now because they're trying to go one way with a storyline, and the crowd just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And like the momentum's not in their favor. Angle comes out and says, "How dare you? How dare you? Fucking, you can't do that. You can't be hurting people like that. So guess what? You're gonna have a match with the guy." And then Braun Strowman goes, "What? No fucking way." I killed him. Why am I wrestling Roman Reigns again? I thought it was absolutely fucking hilarious because this guy thought he was in the clear. He thought by killing Roman, he would never get to wrestle him ever again. What an asshole. But Strowman looked good on this entire fucking show. If Roman's not over in your mind, you better start accepting it. Roman. Did I say Roman?
Yes,
or Braun?
You said Roman.
Well, I love Roman Reigns. Braun Strowman is extremely over, and if you cannot get behind that, I don't know what to tell you. Because after this fucking show went off the air, he was a god in the middle of the ring, and people were chanting his name, and people were loving it, and he killed Big Show, and the ring broke, and all these things happened, and it was
so
great.
Bad.
It was all right.
Well, we'll get there. Unless you want to get there now.
No, we'll get there now. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Watching this match was painful. It was slow.
Well, it's a Braun Strowman Big Show match.
They got a reaction, though, which is kind of fighting me right now because I'm watching this and I went, God, get to the fucking point or get to the end. But the crowd was kind of hanging on for most of this fucking match.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman did a drop kick.
Yeah. Well, because everyone loves Braun because he killed Roman, or he tried to kill Roman.
And
Roman.
honestly, this isn't a bad matchup. Like the first couple times I saw this, especially the first time, I really enjoyed it.
Well, this is the first time on Raw that a main event actually has some sort of storyline. Braun's going around bullying the Golden Truth and throwing Kalisto in a garbage. Or throw him in a fucking
Roman's
dumpster.
trash, and now you're trash too.
So he's going around bullying everybody, which is the reason why we love Braun Strowman. It's because he just doesn't fucking care about anybody, and he fucking picks on everybody.
Yeah.
And by the way, Kalisto can't dodge tall guys, right? He got beat up on SmackDown. He was getting bullied around on SmackDown by fucking Corbin.
His agility stat is really low.
He is the new fucking nerd on fucking Raw. But he's going around bullying everybody, and then Show just comes out of nowhere and goes, how about you fucking pick on someone your own size, motherfucker? And it was hilarious when you saw this because he came out of nowhere, sideswiped him.
Yeah.
And Braun, he doesn't even fucking sell it, which he shouldn't. He gets up and he just looks at him and goes, "Are you fucking kidding me, man? Like, why would you ruin my moment here?" But Show, for the first time, Big Show is actually relevant, I suppose.
Yeah, kind of.
For a very small amount of time.
Well, they've been kind of using him to like shut like people up, like Chad
Punching
Hawkins.
Kurt Hawkins. Yeah. I love Kurt Hawkins. How could they do this to me?
Dude, it's Chad.
They actually did a pretty good job with that, having Big Show come out of nowhere and blindside him. Like it looked good.
It felt, I don't want to say the word, but real.
Yeah, and
No,
Braun's looking up like, oh shit, you know. I like them working together.
It would have been nicer if it was a more like, I mean, now that he's relevant, now that he's being used in that, but it would have been a more relevant Big Show, like babyface Big Show, not like a guy who's just hanging on. And
Well, at this point, Big Show's just a dude. He's just a guy who's big, and he makes some
who gets pinned by the refs at the end of every fucking Raw.
Makes some money, gets the fuck out. Nothing complicated about Big Show. He's there to do a job. He's there to pay some bills. There's really not more you could look into it. So face, heel, at this point he could do whatever he wants. I don't really care anymore. But this was good for the simple fact that Big Show's the only one currently on the roster that could really stand up to him face to face. No one else can, because everyone's fucking tiny compared to Braun Strowman. But I'm glad that Braun Strowman is the biggest thing about Raw, because it is about time somebody made an impact on fucking Monday nights, because Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar got old very, very quickly. Chris Jericho wrestled Samoa Joe. There was a what chant during fucking Joe's promo, which pissed me off, because you don't what chant Samoa Joe, okay?
He's the heel, though.
He's trying to make a... No, what chants do not direct anger at heels. It is just to shut somebody up and tell them that they're irrelevant. Samoa Joe's not irrelevant, Columbus, Ohio. Go fuck yourselves. Stop what chanting. That shit is annoying. And he was talking to Seth. Seth's on the announce booth, and they said the word Kingslayer 8,000 times. I'm sorry, WWE, but Seth Rollins is no Jamie Lannister.
I was about to say, fucking Seth couldn't hold Jamie's sword.
Stop calling him the Kingslayer. With WWE, this is a prime example of WWE labeling something. Once they label something, they regurgitate
force it down your throat.
They regurgitate it over and over and over
They don't let
again.
anything happen naturally.
The Kingslayer was a cool
Or
shirt.
organically.
It was a cool shirt. It's a nice design.
Yeah.
But when you keep calling him the Kingslayer, like, it loses its aura at some point. Just like the ultimate thrill ride. Everything needs a tagline.
Yes.
I get it's a corporation, but stop.
Yeah.
Just let him be the Kingslayer. Don't constantly remind him that he slays kings, okay? He's not Jamie Lannister. He did not take down the Mad King. Oh, Jesus Christ. The club are in the ring, and they say they left Japan to be mean and make green.
They're here for a couple reasons.
They've made one of those things.
I can't even.
Right? It's pathetic.
They're snapping necks and cashing checks, baby.
They tell Angle, because their opponents, the Golden Truth, got taken out in the back. How the fuck could this have happened? I came to Raw to see the Golden Truth take on the club.
That's the primary reason you
That's
turn
it.
on Monday Night Raw.
I don't care. I sit through the KFC commercials for this shit. They tell Angle they need
Dude,
that.
you have a DVR. Why are you watching commercials, bro?
Oh, I love the commercials. Shut the fuck up. They tell Angle.
You like the proud WWE sponsors?
Are you kidding me? I love the psych commercials that constantly come up. They tell Angle that he needs to send them two nerds to face them, and what a surprise! They get two fucking nerds. More so, they get two losers in Enzo and Cass. So yeah, good job, guys. Angle, you good work here, brother. The club asking for nerds. What a debacle. Any opinion from the Bullet Club shirt wearing man over here?
I mean, we didn't have to draw attention to the fact I'm biz closing right now, but it's more of the same, man. They're not doing shit with these guys. So
Did you notice that this match ended? You didn't see it because of the Hulu cut, right?
I don't think it was on Hulu.
Okay, so you saw the full. Did the end of this match end fucking really awkwardly?
how did this go down
He
again?
threw Enzo on the top of the turnbuckle, so his knees landed, and I guess he just ricocheted really hard.
Yeah. That's right. What the hell was? Yeah, and they went on afterwards to say that like, oh, that was a really unique finish. Like that
No, it wasn't.
No, what? He threw him into the fucking corner like anybody else.
He threw him into the corner. Enzo died, which is what he's good at. He's just good at selling death.
He kind of made him do like a split-legged moonsault, kinda like that.
Anderson goes for the pin. The ref counts the 1, counts the 2, and then apparently there was a 3 count. I never heard it.
Yeah,
I never heard the mat
heard
get
the third,
touched.
yeah.
So it just kind of
That was
1, 2,
that
3.
was,
I
that
suppose
was a really strange.
that was
finish.
an awkward finish. I have no clue why this happened.
Wasn't
but-
there like a fucked up pin count in the NXT women's match too?
Oh, where Liv was supposed to break up the pinfall?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Liv sucks.
So
Yeah.
a week's worth of fucked up pins.
Well, people don't know how to work. But this is also Enzo and Cass. So, I mean, what are you going to do about it? Miz TV segment. All right. We talk a lot of shit about Dean Ambrose. He fucking sucks. However, on this night...
I don't think Dean sucks. He's just miscast. He's in the wrong...
He's doing a lot better these days.
in the wrong fed.
He did... This promo between him and The Miz was wonderful.
Yeah.
Because Dean looked a lot more comfortable with his job. He looked a lot more natural. It appears he got some sleep last night because he cut a better promo than he's ever cut. And The Miz was The Miz. He he ripped him a new asshole like he always does.
Apparently, when he used the terms lazy and complacent, that is actually some WWE officials' feelings on Dean Ambrose. That's why
He fucking is.
Yeah.
I mean, you can argue the fact that this guy went through the indies, and you could argue this for Kevin or anybody else that came through the indies. Maybe guys like Dean who did the CZW garbage, but you work your ass off for like $20 to get hit by a fucking light bulb or like a light tube or whatever.
Yeah.
Do it, whatever the fuck they do down there in Philly. And you get to WWE, you get paid well. You don't want to do shit anymore, which makes sense. I am not going to argue that logic, because
Yeah.
if I got fucking killed in the indies, I'd want to get paid to do jack shit. But when you're in front of a live audience, week after week after week, we are going to notice that you are fucking lazy and that you don't really give a shit about. When he became the champion, he got worse.
Yeah.
Significantly worse at his job. And The Miz was right about everything.
I like how the Miz said at one point, like this is what like a wrestler should look like, blah blah blah. You're making this look like just like wrestling,
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought that was.
Yeah.
Well, did he say this is what a superstar should look
Oh
like?
yeah.
Miz-
I'm sorry. He definitely didn't say wrestler. He
Yeah.
definitely said superstar.
Miz
but
says something to the effect of, I'm trying to be a superstar over here. You're just over here looking like a wrestler. Yeah. Well, gee, Mike.
like a wrestler.
Yeah.
What do you do these days? Do you professional superstar in professional suit, or do you professional wrestle? You cunt.
At this point, he does professionally
professionally-
superstar because he's on Total
Yeah.
Divas and all that shit. So
He professionally sports entertains.
We all know who the star on that show is, and that's fucking Rusev.
He has not been on like this season at all, or the second half of the season, whatever they're calling this.
Save that for our Total Divas review coming after.
Well, actually, I can't even say that because I haven't seen the last episode yet. But
I haven't seen anything from the second half of this season. So
yeah, no handsome Rusev yet.
son of a bitch. We cut his hair, so he's not handsome anymore.
He's still handsome in my book.
Oh, God. TJ Perkins versus Jack Gallagher. The only reason I'm speaking about this is because JoJo announces Neville and says he's making a special appearance. When I heard this, I had hopes of seeing Neville in a shirt.
Still ring
Nope.
gear and wet as hell.
Just coming in, just looked like he took a shower, walked right to the ring, looking fucking mad about everything, and that was it. That's the only thing I want to talk about that segment, because it was complete shit, and no one cared. Jack Gallagher's okay, but Jack Gallagher's going to get old at some point. He's a nice gimmick. That's fine. TJ Perkins is the worst heel on the face of the earth. TJ Perkins, I can't even believe I'm saying this right now, because I've seen this guy do such good shit. But because he was on PWG and not cutting promos and just wrestling.
He's not a good character. He's a great wrestler. He's not a good character.
Everybody that comes to WWE all of a sudden has to be a great mic worker and a great character, which is sad because they shouldn't have to do that. If you're a great worker, don't be... I'm sorry, I'm bumping your fucking pop filter over there.
No, that's cool.
If you come to WWE as a great worker, do not expect somebody to be a great superstar. They're a good worker.
Yeah.
Don't treat them like they're a fucking star. The only person that can get away with that is Shinsuke Nakamura because he's ridiculously charismatic.
Yeah.
But TJ Perkins, what does he do? He does the guns and the dab, and
That's it.
that's his character.
Yeah.
He's a great worker, but he's an awful character. He's not fucking entertaining at all.
No.
The funniest thing about all this was I mentioned that there was a graphic, I don't know if it was on this or on SmackDown, that had the 205 Live graphic between him and Aries on whatever Tuesday nights. And they said, or Corey Graves goes, now with TJ Perkins' new attitude, and instead of like him just looking really fucking happy on the graphic, he's now frowning in the graphic. I laughed so hard. It used to be him just kind of just smirking like a dickhead. Now he's mad, and he's teaming up with Neville, so now he's pissed all the fucking time. I would love a documentary of these two guys ordering Starbucks. I can't wait to watch that shit. Just two guys being fucking pissed and sweaty and hot all the time. There was a fatal four-way match for the #1 contendership for the women's championship. For some reason, there was a promo package before Sasha came out. I have no idea why. Then she came out. I don't know what that was supposed to do. The biggest pop of the entire match was Alexa Bliss, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah.
Her and Sasha had a little face-off, and the crowd went absolutely apeshit because Sasha is not really very well liked, and because Lexi Kaufman's the hometown girl, so of course she's going to get a
And for
pop.
what it's worth, her little sequence was actually pretty well executed. I mean, usually I'd expect some kind of a miscue or a botch from one or both of them, but they actually did a really good job.
I don't know how true this is. Okay, don't take my word for it. This is just something that I've been seeing a lot lately. That Alexa and Sasha have legit heat with each other.
Really?
This stems back to when she was the Sparkle Bliss glitter fucking shit
She's
stick.
face.
I don't know.
Glitter, glamour, sparkle, bliss.
Yeah, whatever. That, and when she was that character in NXT going up against Sasha when Sasha was coming up. Apparently Sasha worked her stiff a few times. Bloodied her nose, which is an actual thing.
Yeah, she breaks her nose like once a month. Like at least she did in like NXT. And stuff,
Exactly.
yeah.
So that leads people to believe that they do not like each other for real. I don't know how true that statement is. I don't know any of these women. So
Actually,
can't confirm this.
Their second match against each other, when Sasha was still heel and she was still face, obviously, that's one of my favorite matches that Alexa's had in NXT. It's pretty good, and there were some pretty stiff bumps in there, particularly on the apron. So I could kind of see that. I could kind of see that being a thing, but I don't know. I know that in like IRL, her and Nia get along pretty well. They were
They're all over Instagram.
they were roommates on the road and stuff.
If you follow Instagram, or if you have any of these women on Instagram, you will realize that these storylines on television do not play out on Instagram very well.
Like, when I'll never buy into Charlotte.
Charlotte
Becky.
is the coolest person on the planet on Instagram.
I'll never buy a Charlotte Becky feud because they're like BFFs.
yeah.
And
I just said BFFs live.
when
on
Charlotte, you're a grown man. Why would you say that?
Yeah.
When Charlotte came over to SmackDown, all you saw was just, my girl's on SmackDown now. Yeah, Charlotte. Fuck yeah. And everyone's like, oh my God, Charlotte's the best. So it leads me to believe that Charlotte's very well liked. So why would I believe anything that happens on television? Ladies need to delete
real
their
life
fucking...
heat, huh? That's.
Well, she worked her stiff, like I said.
I believe it. I believe it.
Nia Jax, obviously, at the end of this match, was not very happy. I'm still holding out on the whole Nia Jax is going to be her bodyguard at some point.
I'm hoping
I
so.
like that idea because Nia sucks.
Yeah, she's another not really a character.
No, not a great character. She's intimidating because she's a large woman and she could bully people around. Alexa's very tiny. You could put 2 and 2 together. It's not terrible. It wouldn't be a terrible mix together, but I know that Alexa will not be very much liked because she took advantage of Nia Jax's Samoan drop, whatever the fuck she does, whatever her finisher is.
Yeah.
Charlotte Caruso continues her streak of asking very dumb questions. She asks Big Show, "You chose to put yourself in front of Braun Strowman. Why would you do that?" Because he's the fucking Big Show.
He's the only guy in the locker room who could have like a fair fucking match with him, you know?
If you gathered Charlie and Dasha and put them in a ring and tell them that, or in a room to tell them to ask each other the worst questions on the planet, you'd be there for hours.
Yeah.
Trust me, they ask very stupid questions.
I think Dasha would win, though.
Yeah.
A dumb question match.
Yeah. Kurt Hawkins begs someone to job him out. Finn Balor shows up, jobs him out. So Finn doing the whole squash thing these days, I have no idea why.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
that's a guy who needs more build.
Yeah, right. Meanwhile, the dude who waffled him is in the world title picture. Let's let that sink in. We'll talk about that.
We're
but
getting there.
We'll get there. But it's very interesting to see Finn Balor not in the world or in the Universal. Well, there is no Universal title picture because Brock's fucking lifting gear and pulling trucks in Canada. So
Not until SummerSlam.
So what'd you guys think about this Bray Wyatt creepy promo, huh? Very super scary promo that Bray Wyatt cut on Randy Orton.
Yeah, it was
saying that he was going to, bring him to hell and do all these great things to him. Meanwhile, while he was cutting this promo, I could not give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't even remember what he said.
Because you can't cut scary promos when you don't win. And when you don't win, you're irrelevant. So what are you scare? Who are you scaring? Nobody. You can't scare somebody and then have them go, well, gee, I'm going to lose this match. No, because you fucking suck. Bray Wyatt can't catch a break. I'm sorry, man. This guy is dead in the water.
Anytime he seems to get momentum, he gets cut right back down.
Yeah, that is true. Take the fucking rug right out from under him.
If they did something with him in the creepy promos, it would be fine. But to me as a viewer, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
If you could sit there and go, I'm the best wrestler on the planet and no one else could top me, but you can't win a fucking match. Why the fuck should I believe you or invest in anything you have to say?
Yeah, if you want people to buy into him, he needs to go on a really monstrous heel run for a long period of time.
Oh, you mean like the one he should have had? He should have beat Randy. He should have stayed on or go to Raw with the belt. I don't know what they do with the Universal title because I don't like Bray Wyatt on SmackDown with good workers like Shinsuke Nakamura.
Well, regardless of where he is, he should have kept the title and he should have held it for a long time. I'm talking at least a year.
Apparently, there's reports. I will not. I'm just gonna say that because I don't know where it came from. That Bray's not very happy with the fact that they fucking screwed him.
Why would he be? He's getting fucking screwed. He's arguably the best talent you have on the show, or one of the best talents, all around talents you have on the show.
He's one of the better mic workers. But
given the right use of his character, he's the best character for a fucking make believe fucking fantasy dead sister bullshit gimmick.
Dead sister bullshit gimmick is completely right.
He owns that gimmick. He's fantastic with it, and he constantly gets cut down, so you can never invest in Bray Wyatt.
I suppose they think that he's just a great gimmick, so he doesn't need a belt.
No matter what he does, people are just going to continue to buy into it.
The thing about it, Bray needs guys. I've been saying it. He needs dudes. His gimmick only works if he has followers. Bray by himself as a cult leader is kind of powerless.
Well, Tyson, if you remember, he covered himself in his dead sister's ashes, so now he is Bray times 11, so he's Dark Bray now.
I also remember when he stole Kane and Undertaker's powers. I mean, he's done a lot of shit in a lot of storylines. I'm just saying, him as a gimmick, he does not work well alone. So I'm really interested to see how that's gonna play out with him on Raw. And again, I really hope he doesn't re-involve Braun because Braun doesn't need that shit, man, at all.
If anything, Braun should be going up against Bray Wyatt, I guess. But you got a guy who does things, who doesn't talk very much.
Braun
he
would
does
bury
shit.
him. Braun would absolutely bury, unless Bray did the whole he did what he did to Luke and kind of mesmerized him or something
Which nothing came out of that, by the way.
Well, yeah, not at all.
Nothing came to fruition about that. The reason why I personally like Braun Strowman is because He is a doer, not a talker. This guy goes, I will crush everyone.
He did a lot of talking this week, though.
I kind of wish my one criticism of Braun. I wish he wouldn't back off so much. Like when Angle was like, well, or else what? And then Braun just kind of like backed off.
Yeah.
Same thing he did with Lesnar.
Yeah.
I wish that really kind of kills his character a little bit. I wish he wouldn't back off.
He talked a lot this week, but every time he says, I'm going to, do whatever to prove a point, he goes and beats up some fucking nerds. He's not fucking bullshitting. Like, he's going to walk around and kill people at the expense of somebody telling him he's going to get a match with Roman Reigns. Or not Roman Reigns, or more competition, or whatever the fuck he wants. There was a match between Jeff Hardy and Cesaro, sponsored by Zysol for some reason. The Owl with the allergy promotion. So
fuck
the Hardys...
bro.
The Hardy Boys. Why are matches sponsored by fucking allergy medicine these days?
I don't know. I didn't know they were sponsoring matches.
Yeah, right?
The only thing I need to talk about this is that Booker T, for some reason, said that this was a dream match. Who the fuck?
Whose dream, bro?
Never did I ever want to see Cesaro versus Jeff Hardy.
The facts during this match, okay, were ridiculous. Booker T says this is a dream match, that everyone's wanted to see this. I've never wanted to see Cesaro, a legit athlete, go up against a fucking spot monkey like Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
1, and 2, I believe there was a quote, I forgot who it was, that said that Cesaro idolized Jeff Hardy? Who the fuck idolizes Jeff Hardy? That was said during this match. Cesaro idolizes Jeff Hardy. Now, I went to his wiki page to confirm this.
Yeah.
However, there is nothing about idolizing Jeff Hardy. As a matter of fact, he is a coffee aficionado.
He speaks 5 languages.
He loves the James Bond movies, speaks a lot of languages, and he's a really nice guy. Nothing about loving Jeff Hardy and appreciating the Swanton Bomb. I don't know why the fuck they said this.
Yeah.
This is not a dream match. Why are we creating... Not every match with Jeff Hardy is a dream match, okay? Stop. Don't do this. Don't start this.
Dude, I can't wait till they try to sell us on fucking Mustafa Ali versus Jeff Hardy. Oh, that's a dream match.
I hope Mustafa goes over in that one. This is a little scary because this is leaning towards a Jeff Hardy push by himself.
Well,
which I don't want to see.
Vince wants to do that once they break up.
Vince has a hard-on for Jeff Hardy.
Vince wants to do that, and they're looking at possibly a broken Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt feud at some point.
Well, that would be phenomenal.
That would be cool, yeah.
Once it's coming.
Once the Hardys procure
Yes.
the broken universe, which they will at some point.
Yes, I think that there's rumors that WWE is trying to work out a deal with Impact now, and that they're going to be using it going forward. And if you listen to the interview he did, he occasionally slipped into the accent. I don't know if he was just doing this just out of habit, or if he was like purposely he was trying to occasionally
WWE's gonna
tease people.
They're gonna broker a deal with fucking Impact and Anthem, and they will finally get the entire usage.
And he still does the wonderful thing.
I'm sorry, dude, but Mattitude. I loved Matt Hardy, but the whole we're just happy to be here. Yeah. That shit could kick rocks. Last thing on this show was the Braun Strowman Big Show thing. We already kind of talked about it already, but...
And by the way, them breaking the ring at the end of it was fucking sweet. It's fucking sweet. It's always sweet.
No, it's not.
I always dig it, and the kids dig it. We all dig it. When I saw this man hit the mat and everything blew up, I was like, yeah!
It would have been cool if they haven't done it 2 other times. If we haven't
That's the thing. They don't do it too much. I believe the last time they did it was Show and Mark Henry, right?
Yes.
Okay, Show and Mark Henry, I think, at Vengeance, like 2011 or something
and then the time before that was Lesnar Big Show, right?
2003, SmackDown.
Probably the most iconic.
So, well, yeah, that's the first one they ever did. So that one, the one with Lesnar, and then
they don't over abuse it or anything.
Here's the thing: I'm not gonna buy that 2 big men suplexing each other off the top rope breaks a ring when you have 20 guys in a fucking battle royal slamming each other on the mat, and it doesn't break the fucking ring.
There was no battle royal during this match or this night.
Yeah. What do you?
Your logic.
I know what you're saying though.
I'm just trying to bust his balls.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Especially you're not selling me on this.
Especially considering that the 2 guys who broke the ring were in the battle royal.
Yeah,
with the other guys.
Yes.
And the ring didn't break. I get that, but it's still pretty fucking cool.
I mean, also the kind of the juice for that spot was taken out of me because it was spoiled for me because I get to watch Raw right away. So I saw it was all over.
People in the crowd actually noticed something was up because there was no LED. Yeah, there was no LED.
Although they were saying that, I don't remember specifically checking it out, but people were saying that it wasn't there the whole show. I don't know if that's true or not.
Why would they change it mid-show? That'd be weird.
Yeah, it would be weird.
Because the ring, I believe, is built with the LED screens.
I personally
But they have rings before the LED screens, so they probably use that.
Well, the posts were original posts.
Yeah.
They weren't like the new ones with the LED. They obviously they're not going to put LEDs at harm and televisions at harm for this fucking spot.
I also feel like it's a little less impactful because Big Show lost a lot of weight. You know, back when Big Show was still like 500 pounds and shit, it was more believable. But you know,
he's still
him and Braun are the same weight.
I don't want to. I don't.
No, he's still big, but he's like 383. He's right around.
That, though.
He lost a lot. So I mean, it's not a big deal, but I mean, if he was 500 pounds, it would sell it a little better as well.
And plus, like you guys know how I feel about big guys, I could care less. So anything they do is not really gonna excite me.
No, but this was a fun spot for the people in attendance.
Oh yeah, it got a big pop. And everyone was making a big deal about how like John Cone died. He didn't really die.
he
was holding the ropes.
Yeah, and he kind of just rolled. Like I remember, I saw like everybody's reaction to it, and they're like, "Oh, did you watch the ref die? Like he fucking exploded."
Like, what?
And there were like memes like John Cone like 1960 whatever to 2017.
So
he just kind of rolled.
How exactly did that match come to a conclusion? Because it's not like there was a count or like a pin or anything. It's just you break the match, you win. You break the ring, you win.
Yeah.
You know, this match got ruined for me because Braun didn't go over and pin the guy while the fucking ring collapsed.
Because of extenuating circumstance.
Yeah.
And I guess Braun because he stood up.
So
stands up first wins.
If you
he went like this.
Yeah. If you destroy the ring, that's pretty much it. I thought it was a pretty cool way to like.
Yeah. But that does make him look bigger because he got up and.
By the way, spoiler alert: if this fucking thing somehow ends with Roman coming back and going over Braun again, this will all have been for nothing. All the build, the ambulance,
you know what's gonna happen,
ring,
sir.
the bullshit. Listen. Maybe Roman, and by maybe I mean definitely, Roman's going to come out on top in the rubber of this thing, okay? But the very next match these guys have, which better be a stretcher match, by the way, Braun should win, okay, to make this relevant.
Yeah, Roman can't come out on top of this dude.
He can't.
But now that he can't do that, you know he's going to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Listen, if anybody in booking or anything is listening to any of this shit, don't let Roman fucking 2-0 Braun. All right?
No.
Don't do that.
The guys in booking get it.
Yeah.
It's Vince McMahon who doesn't get it.
Yeah, don't I can't imagine Vince is like at the head of a log table, like, you know, just like privy to every single like meeting that the guys in booking have. But again, I'm sure he fucking greenlights a lot of this shit. I'm just saying.
Vince greenlights everything. They're at the mercy of Vince McMahon.
I know, but
like he doesn't want to use the broken hearted gimmick, but a lot of people like it and it's over that he's
that's kind of a legal thing, but you can't let him get swept, okay? Because that's just, not only is that just bad for Braun, it's a waste of fucking build, it's a waste of man hours, it's a waste of screen time, it's a waste of ring time. Don't fucking do it. It's ridiculous. If you really want to build Roman that badly, which apparently you guys do, let him go over in the rubber match. But for the love of God, at Fastlane, if these guys have a fucking match...
You mean a payback?
Or payback, sorry. It's the same fucking thing to me. It's another tertiary fucking event, like that kind of...
Use of the word tertiary, by the way.
Yeah, that kind of bookends a larger pay-per-view. Whatever. Like, don't let this guy go over. You can't... Braun has to win this, okay? In order for this to be believable or for Braun to have any kind of momentum...
I think you can't let Roman win because I think the only way that this should go is that Braun faces Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam for the title. But
here's the thing that... we could sit here and talk till we're blue in the face, but people need to understand something, and at least WWE Creative needs to understand something. Certainly Vince needs to understand something, that this entire night there was no Roman Reigns. And not a single person said anything about it.
I'm honestly surprised. I thought when Angle said that he wasn't here, that he was going to show up at the end.
Well, he's treating those broken ribs that he managed to get. He slipped out of that situation where he looked like he died and had a facial impact.
By the way, the whole I'm assuming that they're going to say that most of these injuries came from when he flipped the ambulance. Possibly when he got thrown, but mostly when he flipped the ambulance. How? Like, he flipped it so slow, and you're already tied down, and it's not like there's a lot of room. You probably just kind of rolled with it, and you rolled slow, and maybe bounced your face off of the metal, but probably not like
maybe
not a super high impact.
Maybe some equipment on the side of the ambulance fell on him when it went sideways.
Maybe, but still not
Here's
enough
a
to
better
break
question.
a rib and separate a shoulder or whatever the hell.
Like
it
he
was.
got hit with a defibrillator in the
Maybe.
ribs.
Here's a better question.
But he's wearing a fucking Kevlar vest. If it stops a bullet, I'm sure it could stop a fucking defibrillator.
I guess.
Moving at a much slower speed.
Here's the thing. You're trying to break down something that not even they break down. They're not concerned with the medical issues that that Roman Reigns fucking.
We need to call these guys at the local medical facility.
We should call them. We should call their offices and go.
If Roman showed up, I would have been pissed. Like, I
thought for sure he was showing up.
No way. If not after all that. If he shows up a week later with like that many injuries,
well, the way they were building Roman is like super Roman. I thought he was gonna like defy all the odds.
He's got to take at least a day off.
He's
got to have at least one Raw.
He was gonna have the rib tape around the vest.
Oh, I would have been pissed. I would have been so pissed if he showed up.
He needs to come out full cast, the IV, walk to the ring, say, "I'm still here, Roman," or "I'm still here, Braun," and his fucking neck is stiff as hell and he can't move. It'd be wonderful. Or they just roll him out there in the fucking in the bed.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he'll show up next week or something. They pretty much have to, right? Because they only have another week to build this thing before the actual event.
I can't wait for Roman to like get thrown into a volcano and he gets he gets out of it somehow. The ratings for Monday Night Raw: the 8 p.m. hour, 3.41; the 9 p.m. hour, 3.47. So the mid hour
really
did better than the first hour, and 10 o'clock, 3.17.
Really?
So
people didn't want to watch Big Show and
people tuned the fuck
I wonder
out.
why.
They said,
why.
"Shit, there's still 20 minutes left in this show, and I got work tomorrow."
Yeah.
F that. So they.
I feel like the last hour probably does have a drop because it's so late.
Of course it does.
I'd imagine.
On average.
You look at this: 8 o'clock, 3.41; 9 o'clock, 3.47; the highest, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Everyone's fucking going to bed. Why does this show have to be so long? We don't need to make it this long. We don't need to have it this long. But sadly, it will continue to be long until they finally fucking understand.
Because money. Until the money stops coming in, they won't.
Yeah, do you know how much ad revenue they get off of that last block of television alone?
What did JBL say? Because of the cruiserweights?
Because the cruiserweights are filling in that spot real nicely because guys like TJP, Dab are fucking doing all the Lord's work.
He just likes it because there's more guys for him to bully.
You get to plug all that Georgia Gold chicken and Slight. Which, why is that a WWE film again? Who's in that?
The dude who like executive produced Get Out is.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I mean, like, why is it like what ties does it have to the dub?
It's WWE. It's WWE Studios movie.
Oh, okay.
They've made studios without guys like.
Okay. Nobody's in there. All right.
Like that fucking that horror movie with Halle Berry in it. That didn't have any guys in it.
I think.
Oh, Catwoman, 2003.
I believe. What was that? The Call or something?
Yeah,
I believe that was more of a thriller, Antonio.
Whatever. I didn't watch it. I don't watch it.
I believe the first WWE Studios movie was See No Evil. With Kane back in 2006. I still remember that.
That was back
shit.
when, like, if the dub made a movie, there was a wrestler in it.
Yeah, well.
I mean, still for the most part, they have wrestlers in it, but I think they do make some movies without him.
SmackDown Live, April 19th, 2017, from Louisville, Kentucky. So Charlotte opens up the show, says she demands a title shot, and that she is...
So the same Charlotte promo that she's cut, like, every week?
Well, no, here's the thing. She's glowing because she's not on Raw anymore.
Yeah.
She is beside herself because she does not have to deal with the awful booking on Raw. However, usually on Raw with Charlotte, she comes out, she cuts a very painfully long promo. This time, however, Naomi comes out and says, "Nah, bitch." They start fighting in the middle of the ring. So there you go. They get down to work on SmackDown. They don't fuck around on this show. Shane comes out to book a match with both women, and if Charlotte wins, she will be the #1 contender.
Which, by the way, these two women are fighting like it's an unsanctioned like fight in the fucking thing. Shane McMahon, why did you have to come out and do your little soft shoe routine?
You fucking
okay. You're coming to break up a fucking fight between the personnel that work at this establishment. You're the fucking GM, right? The commish or whatever. You're running the show. Why do you have to do the bit? Like, why do you have to go through the shtick?
I'm so mad that you brought that up because I wanted to write that down. I wanted to point that out, and I said I can't. I just can't.
No, that's the first thing I
that.
noticed. I'm like, why are you doing this bit? There's there are employees fighting in the ring, sir. Get on that.
He does his shuffle to make sure you know he's there.
He gives everybody the one love and like lets you know, oh, Shane's here, guy. come on.
Because they didn't want people to think he was like Scott McMahon or something.
Some assholes in the crowd going, well, that's not Shane. He didn't do the shuffle. Who's this fucking guy?
That's their long lost brother Tim.
God damn it. He talks to Michael Hayes and goes, Mike, when I get out, can I do my dance? Sure. What the fuck?
I can't not do the money dance. Like, this motherfucker
Yeah,
had
that
to
was
do
very
his,
fucking corny.
That's ridiculous.
By the way, I need to point out, let me repeat this again. If Charlotte defeats Naomi, she gets a match against Naomi.
This is so dumb. Why do you have a number one contenders match against the champion?
I've never understood that.
If they win, you just make your champion look weak.
As if there's no one else on the show.
Yeah.
You don't have anybody else for her to go up against. I don't know. You just put them all in the same match and just have a number one contenders match. The easiest way you could fucking possibly do it.
That's usually how it goes.
And that's how it should be done.
But Charlotte gets a shot at the number one. She gets a shot at the number one contendership for the fucking title because she's Charlotte. And let's be fair. Aside from Becky Lynch, Charlotte's really the only good worker on this show. You have Carmella, who fucking sucks. We haven't seen Tamina in a while. I don't know how she is anymore.
You have Natty.
You have Natty, who's just... She's Natty. I don't really know.
Natty's the best worker on the show. But Natty's an
a
awful
good worker.
Natty's an awful gimmick, and she never gets used well, so nobody cares about Natty.
So who's the star in that division at the moment? Probably Charlotte.
Charlotte.
You could make a case for Becky, but she hasn't really...
Becky hasn't done shit.
Yeah.
You know,
since,
she hasn't
she hasn't done shit since
Charlotte's-
Naomi became number one
Charlotte's
contender.
the big trade, so that's why I said that. But basically, Charlotte gets a chance to wrestle the champion, and if she defeats the champion, she will get a free television match for the title on next week's SmackDown.
Which I don't know why they're both doing this. Raw and SmackDown are both having their big championship matches for the women's title on
because they
the
want,
weekly program.
They want a pay-per-view match without having a pay-per-view. That's the trade-off here.
But for Raw, it doesn't make any sense because this is a week removed from Payback, right? So why would you have a title match right before the pay-per-view?
On SmackDown or Raw?
On Raw.
Oh, Raw.
Because they probably don't want to stick it on the pre-show, so they'll probably use the excuse.
No, Alexa and Bayley are having that match at Payback.
No, I could have sworn they're having it on. I could have sworn they're having it on Raw next week.
It's on the website.
Really?
Yeah, it's scheduled already.
No, okay. I could have sworn they said they were going to have that match this coming Raw.
No, it's
Certain about that?
Yeah, it's on the website, man. It's all here. It's all right here on the website. It's all good to go. It's signed. I read the document.
Oh, no
ready
shit.
to go. So that would be happening. Yeah, it's right here. Alexa Bliss is coming for Bayley's Raw Women's Championship at Payback, April 30th.
Hey, well, that's good.
So, yes, everybody. Charlotte is the most relevant person on this show. Becky was absent for no apparent reason. I have no idea why. So, the second segment on this show was the 6-pack challenge for the number one contendership for the WWE title. Here we go.
Who was in this match, Joey?
Luke Harper, Jinder Mahal, Dolph Ziggler, Mojo Rawley, Sami Zayn, Eric Rowan. So basically,
3 guys who shouldn't be in a number one contendership match
Okay.
for your world title.
here is my issue with some of the nerds out there who say that they're mad that Nakamura wasn't in this match. Why the fuck would you put Nakamura against Mojo Rawley and Eric Rowan, and even Jinder Mahal for that matter? Why would you... First of all, Nakamura has better things to do, like WrestleMania, or something bigger than fucking Backlash. So you don't need to do that. Okay, let's save him for something better.
Yeah.
AKA him and AJ at WrestleMania, which is what it should have been this past year, but obviously, you know, that was mistimed.
Hopefully next year.
So everyone that's saying, well, why couldn't you put someone else in this match, like Ty Dillinger and Nakamura? They just got to the fucking show.
Yeah, Nakamura hasn't been established yet. I mean, everybody knows who he is, and I know, I see that look of dissent, Antonio.
He
I'm
hasn't
just
been
saying,
established.
on SmackDown yet.
He hasn't been
On
established.
SmackDown yet. He hasn't really had a match or really done anything.
This
That
is
doesn't
true.
mean anything. You get the biggest. Everyone knows who Nakamura is.
I know. I'm just saying for kayfabe purposes.
I guess.
He hasn't done anything on the show yet, and I know.
He's came out and he's...
But I mean-
I can feel your outrage.
But I
here.
mean, has fucking Eric Rowan or Mojo Rawley really done anything?
Hey, I'll have you know
Excuse
that
me.
Mojo Rawley won the Andre the Giant
Yeah.
Battle Royal Memorial or whatever.
Yeah, the Andre thing. Yeah, that Andre
yeah.
shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
That puts him in a very elite class.
Cesaro,
with Baron
the Big
Corbin
Show.
and Cesaro, yes,
You
and the Big
fucking-
Show.
just all stars of WWE.
How dare you?
You fucking
But I mean,
nerd.
that really holds a lot of credence when you know he had to get helped by a football player.
It does a football player who is in talks right now to possibly sign with some part-time shit. All right, yeah.
You know how fucking small Gronkowski looks to these guys?
Yeah, he's a tight end. I mean, what do you, even though he's like
Listen,
6'5", even though a larger tight end.
If Gronk gets signed and put on SmackDown, he'll join the rank of guys who won championships or do things and don't do shit. He won a Super Bowl, didn't do a goddamn thing in that Super Bowl, much like Mojo Rawley.
He'll be like Iron Mike Tyson when he got on, like.
Except that was way more relevant than this shit.
At the time.
Tyson was a big deal back in the day.
Yeah, but yeah, like what the hell was I saying? Yeah, he hasn't necessarily established himself.
Well, here's
to
the thing.
that Mojo Rawley
Here's the thing with Nakamura.
Mojo Rawley is like a fucking.
He was one half of a once elite tag team, Anthony. All right.
Elite.
He also has a giant gold statue. He also has a giant gold statue in his bedroom right now. All right. So you can't take that away from him.
He hasn't slept in days talking about Andre with Gronk.
Yeah.
You fucking loser.
Nakamura is a 2-time NXT champion. Mojo Rawley has never held a belt.
What the fuck is NXT, bro? Some internet shit?
He can also outdrink almost everybody in this room. And he's also been rolling face for like the last 4 days with some really premium Molly that he got from Gronk. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he deserves to be here, man.
All right, dude, you got me. I've been had.
So, here's the thing, okay? Nakamura is a phenomenal athlete, and he's a great worker and whatnot. That's fine. No one's arguing that. However, dude's been on the show for a cup of coffee. Dude has had vignettes play over and over again. How many times can you tell me that Nakamura is a very mysteriously cool guy? Like, how many times can you tell me that? What do they call him? The something of Nakamura. There's or some word I forgot. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, they say they're like, well, here's Nakamura. He's done some cool things. Okay, that's great. He can make an entrance. He can yow. He could do cool things, but other than that, he's done jack shit on this show. So you can't throw him in a number one contenders match right away. Aside from guys like Jinder Mahal, who have made their name in superstars and main event, and you're taking an opportunity away from guys who have done great works on house shows. You son of a bitch.
You mean who have done fucking jobs in the first hour of house shows?
They show up.
You know what, Ant? This is just what Jinder was talking about, all right? I think that you're just not ready for a diversified top card, okay? I don't think you're...
You fucking American.
Yeah, you're such an American.
Yeah, because we don't understand diversity or anything, you know.
This is just plain old racism.
So what's the diversity like in India? You mean where the dominant religion is fucking Hindi, and don't they have like an issue with Indian Muslims?
Fuck if I know.
Yeah.
The fuck if I know. I'm going to read you guys something real quick. There's a website called ProFightDB. Do you know about this?
Are we going to talk about how they believe that this is time for a black champion? Is that the same website?
No. This is an.
I want to talk about that too. The whole.
This is a wrestling website that records wins and losses on house shows and pay-per-view, everything.
Those are like a wrestling reference site too.
Yeah, basically. So Jinder Mahal, here is his record at the moment. His win-loss record. All right. Total 92 wins. 404 losses. His loss percentage is 80.64%. 5 draws. So
you said 404 losses?
404 total.
To 92 wins.
To 92 victories.
I see. What site is this again?
ProFightDB. It's
ProFight
basically
Pro Fight Database, yeah.
Yeah. Basically the reference for the baseball reference of wrestling. Yeah. But yes, this motherfucker has paid his dues. 404 losses. 92 victories, probably with 3 MB. Okay? So you can't tell me. Long story short, Ty Dillinger and Nakamura just got there. Okay? Ty can't do anything more than count and tell us about vignettes.
I understand why you wouldn't have Ty Dillinger in there, but I think that Nakamura should be in there because everyone knows who Nakamura is. He's a two-time...
Hold on. You can't put Nakamura in this match because... These are all a bunch of fucking nerds.
It would also be really like that would be his first match, right? It would be Nakamura's first match, would it not? Has he had a match yet?
A dark match with Dolph Ziggler.
Aside from the dark match.
No official match.
Okay, you can't have Nakamura's debut match be like the sixth wheel in a 6-man match. That would just be a really impactful splash for him.
You can't put him... This match is just for the nerds, okay, of SmackDown.
You wouldn't even really be able to showcase any of what makes Nakamura cool in the ring.
You can't waste Nakamura on a bunch of fucking nerds.
If the plan is to go with Mahal, you can't waste Nakamura losing to Mahal.
And I'm sorry, but if you put Nakamura in this match, he can't lose.
Yeah,
okay,
that's true.
You can't tell me how Nakamura is the best wrestler on the planet, and then he loses to Dolph Ziggler and fucking guys like Mojo Rawley. Give me a fucking.
I'd rather they build him slow. At least semi-slow.
I'd rather not have.
You don't need to build Nakamura slow.
You don't need to, but I would rather him have some matches.
I'd rather not have him wasted in April right after Mania. I'd rather have him used up later on.
At least let him throw hands with some guys first. Yeah.
Obviously, the match was fun. Everyone got their shit in. Nothing too over the top. Nothing crazy. Everything was consistent. Everything was high. Was fast paced. Like it should. There's 6 guys in the fucking ring. But the end of this match saw Herp and Derp hold who the fuck was it that? Oh, Sami Zayn. He was going for a Yakuza kick, and then Herp and Derp hold his legs. So the Bollywood Boys make an appearance on fucking SmackDown. Mahal hits him with the Cobra Clutch Slam to win this matchup. Okay. Obviously, this is the biggest fucking thing going on in wrestling at the moment. Everyone has a different opinion. Here's what I think, okay? Truthfully speaking, this guy got legit fucking heel heat with this promo, okay? Who the fuck can you say in recent memory can look right in the camera and go, everyone fucking sucks, no one believed in me, fuck everybody, and the crowd wanted to kill him for real? Heel heat. This is legit heel heat. This promo was not bad at all. This was a great fucking promo, and the fact that he's roided up makes it even better because he looked ridiculous, okay?
Someone did a show before and after photo. I forgot what he looked like before. Yeah, the dude is totally... he's juicing hard.
You can say what you want.
Just looking at his old NXT stuff and then watching him now, it's like, damn, you could tell.
You could say what you want, folks, but Mahal did pretty fucking good.
Jinder is no longer being hindered. So
Jinder, his in-ring work, obviously, we're not going to sit here and talk about it. This is WWE, man, and he's going up against Randy. I'm not going to sit here and say, these guys need to put on a technical fucking affair.
Yeah. This is going to be the slowest, most bullshit fucking match in the world, and you know it. There's a reason this guy was in developmental for 5 fucking years and didn't do a goddamn thing. All right, there's a reason. He's not. I'm not saying that he's the worst worker in the world, but he's not a great worker. I mean, ass fucking thin, right? So we'll see. We'll see how it shakes out.
Peppered. He peppers another guy. He's in the title shot next week. 2 things. The reason why this possibly could have happened. One, I think, is because the WWE is expanding into India. So they're trying to get some merch. So the Bollywood Boys, Jinder Mahal, they need fucking shirts for everybody. So you could argue that it's a business move. They're trying to get him.
I don't even think they need any Indian help because I mean, if you look on all of the WWE universe Facebook pages, all of the Indians love Jahan Cena.
Yeah, and they love Roman Reigns too. Yes. Roman's the man in India, bro.
Yeah. I bet
they also love misspelling their names. Yeah. It's right on the fucking Facebook page you're on. You can't spell it right.
I suppose they're just trying to. But here's another thing that I also could think is that they need a good opponent to go up against Randy because now Jinder could get real heat.
Yeah.
So if Randy and Jinder's in the same ring, you're gonna fucking not want Jinder to be there. You can't
a lot of
stand
people don't
Randy.
want Randy to be there either. They might cheer Jinder just because he's not Randy.
When Jinder won this match, I laughed and I loved every bit of it because I went, God, I love it. I love when shit like this happens. It's just unexpected and trolls the fuck out of all of us.
Yeah.
And you know what? Fine with me, man. I'm all about the unexpected. I'm all about fucking random shit going on, and this was as random as it could possibly get. But not only that, him and the Bollywood Boys wouldn't be a terrible idea. They're his lackeys.
I think that's what they're going with. They're going to be the head of the...
They're going to be the new Mount Rushmore of the Indian Mount Rushmore.
The head of Team Mumbai.
Yeah.
We've got the
Indian job stable.
We've got the Indian Adam Cole and the Indian Young Bucks, and they're going to rain terror on everybody else.
Jinder Mahal, baby.
Don't hinder Jinder.
I hope he has a theme that just repeats his name over and over again.
I cannot wait. I've already pre-ordered. I've already called WWE offices. As soon as that Bollywood Boys shirts drops, it's coming right over here to me, baby.
Wow.
I'm gonna be partying it up all fucking day.
So the question is, do you think he's going to go over?
Hell the fuck
No,
Why would he go
not
over?
a chance.
Hey, you never know.
The funniest thing about this, though, okay, the best thing about this is because SmackDown
This is the land of opportunity.
Yes, SmackDown likes to coin itself the land of opportunity. So this is the land of opportunity, apparently. But the funniest fucking thing ever.
I guess if Khali held the belt, anybody could hold the belt. So
Yeah.
I guess if Adam or fucking David. Oh my god, who those asshole that won in the WCW?
David Arquette.
David Arquette. I was about to say Adam Archuleta. Jesus Christ. If this works out, then we're gonna be in for some serious heat down the line on WWE on SmackDown, because it's going to be fucking great. It's going to be hilarious. I can't wait to tune in every week to see how much fucking heat Jinder gets, because he will get heat, big time heat. But who knows, man? I don't know. Randy's winning this match, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the point I was gonna make earlier, I totally fucking drew a blank. When Randy came out, okay, Jinder just won the match. He stared at my day, and they're both the same height. I believe.
Jinder's not a small guy.
Jinder's a big
dude.
fucking guy. So Randy's looking at him, and he's just like, Jinder, looks like you've won this match. That's great. However, the House of Horrors match, dude, come the fuck on.
What a time to plug
Right?
that bullshit match.
So, Randy, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go out there, bury the guy, tell him to kick rocks, and then talk about the House of Horrors match.
Which is apparently a non-title match.
So we're doing two things at once here. We're stroking two cocks at once. We're trying to get the fucking payback thing over, but we also need to set up the future. Come on, bro. Like, stop. Stop this shit. Don't put Jinder out there to stare at him with the most vascular body you could possibly attain, and then just... Where did he go after that? He just slid under the ring and fucking dipped. We didn't see the Bollywood boys anywhere afterwards. They didn't really do too much.
They aren't American now, so
I wish they would have got in there and like super kicked somebody. All they really did was just hold his fucking legs.
Yeah.
And then Jinder took over. But I do want to see the fucking Bollywood boys do something more on television, because they're no longer about partying. They're all about they're all about teaching everybody about their culture and shit.
yes.
They were too busy jobbing out now.
I don't know about these their birthplaces, but they're all fucking Canadian. So
Well, Jinder's Canadian, so
are the Bollywood boys. They're Canadian too. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
That's fantastic.
there you go. Well, maybe they're Toronto Maple Leafs fans.
I actually think the Bollywood boys are from Vancouver, but
Who cares? It's all Canada.
So they're knuckleheads. So
Nice. Charlotte took on Naomi. This fucking match, okay? I don't know if it's Charlotte being a good worker and that Naomi's way out of her league, or Charlotte just fucking sucks. But this match was fucking clunky as hell. It was sloppy as hell. And there was so many things that went... You could literally hear Charlotte calling spots in this match. I don't know if you guys saw this. She went for the leg drop down where she had her in the fucking dragon sleeper, puts her leg, drops her on the mat. She goes, you ready for the drop? Here it comes. And I'm like, could you speak any louder?
yeah.
Why are you calling spots to fucking Naomi? So that's why I'm asking you, gentlemen, is Naomi shit and out of Charlotte's league, or is Charlotte just complete fucking garbage? I have no idea what to think of this.
I don't think Charlotte's complete garbage. I really don't.
Or is she a better worker?
No, she's the better worker, obviously. Naomi's calling card is her athleticism. She's not technically the most sound, though.
Naomi's a good worker. She's a good worker, and up until Charlotte showed up, I would say that Naomi might be the best worker on the show. But
that's not even close to true.
well, okay, I forgot about Natty.
And Becky.
Why is Becky the best worker? Why, or the better worker rather?
She's more fluid.
Because
She's more technically sound. Naomi's a great athlete and her stuff looks cool, but as far as work wise, as far as doing everything the way you should, Becky can wrestle circles around everybody in that division.
Those speedball
maybe
kicks,
except for Natty.
those speedball kicks are looking really fucking dodgy by the week.
Yeah.
They're looking so weird.
Naomi's calling card is her athleticism, the fact that she's really nimble. She's not a technically sound wrestler.
Well, Otunga was putting her over.
I suppose
super hard every week.
I suppose, like she.
I wonder why.
She What's that mean, man?
She's the babyface champion. He's gonna put her over. He's the babyface announcer. What did you want me to say? Because they're both black? Is that what you were trying to get at?
No ethnic race. But in either case,
Yeah, I'm super racist with my black and Puerto Rican, partners in this show.
that's right. Because
Super
you can't be racist if you have that one black friend. in either case, so Naomi's not a bad worker. I don't think she's a bad worker by any means.
I'm not trying to say she's horrendous,
Yeah.
but it's more her athleticism is more what looks cool about her in the ring. But
Yeah, that's her gimmick and all that. But I mean,
and
as
I like
far-
Naomi. I'm really excited to see her hold the belt. But
Yeah, I mean, I think Naomi's more inconsistent than anything. Sometimes she looks really, really good, and then sometimes she looks like that's all. I wouldn't like say anything. I wouldn't discredit her in any way. But no, Charlotte's really good. All right, I'll give that to her. I mean, say what you want about her on the mic or whatever, but she's good at what she does in the ring for the most part. There was a couple hiccups here and there, and she fucking dropped Sasha or whatever that one time. But aside from that, she's the total package when it comes to in-ring talent.
So just Naomi's out of her league here, wrestling Charlotte.
I guess a little
Yeah.
bit, yeah. This is a match that I was waiting for though, because the two of them are really good workers. You know, like they bring a lot.
But it's obvious who the better worker was in this fucking matchup.
Yeah.
Obviously Charlotte was, because Charlotte came from Raw, where she was wrestling great matches with Bayley and fucking Sasha every week. You know, to come over and wrestle Naomi and show her, to learn her a thing or two. But I do think, all right, gentlemen, that Vince McMahon is digging the large assets of Naomi, because she gets the longest entrances of all time, the most choreographed entrances, and I think Vince is in the headset going, show some more butt. Okay?
well, I mean,
Turn around a
that's what
little
sells,
bit,
dude.
you know.
I just think
She
that,
shows a lot of ass.
I just think that her whole opening is just very catchy and like a lot of people can get in. It's a lot of crowd interaction.
You're feeling the glow.
Yeah, it's a cool.
She's
intro.
also winded by the time she gets to the ring.
She's blowing up.
Yeah. But I'm glad she was able to incorporate the title, which by the way, I was kind of mad when she just like randomly dropped the title before, like in the promo leading up to this match. Instead of putting the title down on the ground, like, you know, face up between them before she attacked fucking Charlotte, she just kind of just drops it on its face and doesn't give a fuck. I thought that was a little disrespectful to the belt. I'm just saying.
Oh, this is also WWE. So
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, she's kind of just.
they've got replicas all over the place.
She just kind of threw it aside and fucking. I mean, hey, let's face it. The women's title in other areas of the WWE has been desecrated a little more, you know. So I can't get too upset about it. But I'm just saying, like, show some respect. It's your belt. You know, you're representing a brand here.
The Colognes. They're not the.
They're no longer
They're not
the
they're not
timeshare
the
salesman.
timeshare salesman. Take on the American Alpha. American Alpha lost this match. Okay?
Yeah.
They lost to the timeshare salesman known as the fucking Shining Stars.
But they are the son and nephews of
Carlos Colon.
yeah. So I mean pedigree and stuff,
Yeah. Cool.
lineage.
Lineage.
Legacy.
Yup. Awesome. Awesome.
They're trying to create the illusion of
Fucking
of
Christ.
competition in this division. Because it can't just be American Alpha and the Usos every week.
JBL made another statement about how American Alpha is wrestling in a stacked division. This division is stacked. Tyson, did you fucking hear me? It's heavy as hell.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my penis is just for show now.
It's athletically stacked and genetically jacked.
That's
You want to know what's going to make you even more mad? Primo pinned the Jason Jordan for the win here. So the American Beta loses again on television.
they're making these guys less and less relevant every fucking week.
Yeah.
Where the fuck? Where are they going with these guys?
They've fallen so far, man. They had such a good thing going when they were hot off of their run in NXT and looking great, and they're just burying these dudes at
Did
this
someone
point, man.
piss somebody off? Did Jason Jordan getting married piss somebody off?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot he just got married.
Does Chad Gable bother somebody? Did he take Road Dogg's cookie while they were in a fucking meeting? What happened here? What could be the explanation for the American fucking Zeta losing every fucking week on fucking SmackDown here? What is I don't understand this shit.
I don't know, man.
They're the best tag team on this fucking show, bar none. Work-wise, okay? The characters,
And given the chance, their characters are great. They're better than anybody. Yeah,
they don't see the sunlight.
they're the best
ever.
tag team in the company besides the Revival.
They don't see the sunlight ever. They're losing to the Usos, who we didn't see at all this fucking show.
Yeah.
We haven't seen the Usos in ages, apparently. The Colones, who did jack shit on Raw, who Tyson knows what they did. He could follow their entire career on Raw because he watched that shit every fucking week.
I did, unfortunately.
They probably lost every goddamn week.
Pretty much.
Their first night on SmackDown, technically, not the abuse, the first match, they win. They defeat the American Alpha clean in the center of the fucking ring. Why do we hire guys like the American Alpha? Why do we try to build guys up to book them so illogically that now they're useless now? You were to tell me that the Colones are cooler. Well, no one's cooler than Carlito, but they're better than American Alpha. Where's this tag division? Where is the tag division?
It's non-existent, man.
Yeah.
It's
So
been
the
non-existent
Colones,
the whole time.
you have the Colones, American Alpha. Who else? You don't show anybody else.
Usos.
Oh, sorry, I forgot all about the Usos. The fucking True Religion Club. Fucking Christ, this is so stupid. I like American Alpha because they're wrestler. Their gimmick is wrestling, and they can't even fucking win. They can't even beat guys like Primo.
I thought they were gonna be stars, man.
Nope, guess not. Lana had another vignette. She's coming soon, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's gonna be doing.
A lot
It's
of
beyond
dancing.
me.
Dancing on a
She's
chair.
she's gonna do.
That's all that she's gonna be doing.
On a 2-hour show, she's gonna have time to dance.
So is this like
Should have left her on Raw.
Is this their Emelina replacement?
That's what a lot of people are saying, and they're also saying that Lana's going to be more of an actual talent than like a valet or something.
She's gonna wrestle.
This is what I hear.
I can't wait for her and fucking Carmella to put on 5-star matches.
So you're telling me that a couple months ago, when Rusev got married and all that, and Roman came out and interrupted their wedding party, that was disrespectful. You know, that was the basis of like a fucking 3-match feud, okay? But you're telling me now Rusev's totally cool with her coming out and showing off the cookies on a fucking chair? Really? Like
It's a new brand.
Well, I've
You
read
rewrite the script.
I read reports that they're going to be breaking them up kayfabe. I don't know, like, but
how does that work?
I don't know if they're like going to break them up like a divorce angle, or if they're just like going to be
Or if they're
separate
gonna-
entities on
Or
the
if
show.
they're gonna, oh god.
So Lana's gonna be making out with Dolph Ziggler again. Remember
Yeah,
that?
if they're gonna reuse that angle, where
Yeah.
or maybe
she
she'll
starts
like,
wearing denim skirts again.
oh god, oh man, sporting
'Cause that's
the dude's
edgy.
head. Yeah, wearing her hair down
Her
for the
and Ray-
first time, or maybe
can't-
she'll end up in another hotel with Enzo or something. Yeah.
Lana's gonna be on Talking Smack, posting, and Renee Young's gonna do something else, like Unfiltered on the WWE Network.
I would like to see Lana in more of a wrestling role, you know, with her doing more stuff.
Why?
I don't.
I don't know. I mean, because SmackDown needs chicks, I guess. And
Chicks. Dude, they need good wrestlers.
Yes.
Well, they don't need any more women. They need better wrestlers. They had the best gimmick in Eva Marie, and they let her go.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know, she was the best character on this show.
that's just what I heard, that she's going to be more active than she was on
Yeah.
Raw.
She's been training and shit.
She'll be
so-
very active when she's the whore of the division, I suppose, and going around having sex with everybody.
I
Like
can't-
Jinder Mahal.
I can't see them ignoring the whole Lana Rusev thing or changing any of that, being that, you know, they built it so big on Raw and all this total diva shit.
It's
like,
all she's not that all she's good for, but it's like, what else could she do? She's the ravishing Russian. What is she gonna do? You know, come out with a Putin fucking like poster? I don't understand what she could
I don't know.
possibly do
If
anymore.
she comes out with an SS cap and some thigh highs, I mean, I'm not going to be pissed off, you know? I wouldn't change the channel, so
She's gonna spew some propaganda on the Titantron.
just start goose-stepping her way to the ring.
There's nothing else you could do with Lana. There's a segment where Dasha asks Ty Dillinger, "What is it about you that elicits the response from the fans?" And he goes, "Well, I've got 10 reasons for you right here." He plays a fucking package, a promo package, smiles, and then fucking leaves.
What was the point? Yeah.
What was this all about? So Dasha goes, "What is it about the fans that they love about you? Check it out." Fuck you, man. Is that really what you're going to show me? I come here. What a job this guy has, right? So, Mike, what am I doing this week? Oh, you're going to be showing a promo package and we'll give you 5 figures or 10 or 6 figures, however much they make. Sweet fucking deal, bro. And then that's it. And then he fucking kicks rocks. This did nothing to further my fucking opinion of Ty Dillinger. He's okay.
Yeah.
So is Nakamura so far, but all I've seen about Nakamura is that he's a great character. Why did you have these guys on this show if they're not going to wrestle? We're gonna play promo packages over and over again for guys that we know all about because we have your network, you fucks. Kevin Owens in the Face of America challenge. Kevin Owens changed his entire Titantron. I love it.
Yeah.
The whole obnoxiously fucking up close of his face and the American flag. And all this shit. And he cares about this belt.
Yeah. I was going to say, I love that this is the gimmick they go with every international heel U.S. champion, but it works every time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's really true. I mean, I was a little taken aback at first. I'm like, why is he doing this? And I'm like, oh, yeah, he's Canadian. He's an asshole. So.
Yeah. I love that he's throwing the French in.
I would love if he loses this belt in a month. Be great. He has to get a new Titantron, or just stay the Face of America and just claim that you don't even have the belt, but you'll get it back at some point. He squashed some dude named Gary Gandy, the pride of Louisville. Dude got a nice, cheap hometown pop, and he squashed him in less than 10 seconds. But Kevin Owens got Gary Gandy over, and then he sat on the side of the row. He went to the announcement booth for the main event: AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin. The only thing I can honestly say about this match was that fucking Deep Six was absolutely amazing.
That was ridiculous, yeah.
I have never seen a more cleaner fucking Deep Six in my goddamn life applied.
And I think a lot of that's attributed to Styles just being good at what he does. And whatchamacallit, he did the same. He made that Blue Thunder that he got look fucking awesome.
AJ's automatic. There's really nothing this guy can't do wrong in the ring. He is way too good. He makes everybody look good.
Yeah.
And if you can make Shane McMahon look good, you could damn sure do anything in this fucking company. The match ended with a count out because AJ got catapulted into fucking Owens. And I guess we didn't see Kev the rest of the night. He just got fucking knocked out. And we didn't see the he died, I guess.
He had to get taken to a local medical facility.
He probably has cracked ribs and a broken shoulder.
Make more sense. He's not wearing a fucking protective vest.
AJ gave him a nice phenomenal form on the outside, and then he got back in the ring. So Corbin is protected. AJ is still strong, and AJ retains his spot as the #1 contender for the U.S. Championship. So AJ, like I said, Corbin still looks good, but AJ still gets the title shot. And once again, this story will not be advanced until Payback is over. So this week on SmackDown, I have no idea what these guys are gonna do. They're probably just gonna
cut some promos.
It's gonna be another. It's gonna be another. Kev goes in the ring and AJ's like, can't wait for our match.
He's gonna squash another indie talent next week.
AJ, yeah, exactly.
Local indie talent.
AJ's gonna come in and go, I can't wait for our match at Backlash, big guy. And he goes, that's fine. So Jericho, that match though, right? And AJ's like, okay, well, fuck me.
Yep.
Just like Jinder Mahal, fuck me, I guess. I just won the fucking title or contention match, and here you are talking about the House of Mirrors match. Fuck you. And that was SmackDown. So, what do we think about SmackDown, everybody? What'd you think, Tyson? You're the one that's critical of SmackDown.
God, it's a lot of build for a lot of stuff. Is like you said, isn't going to happen for a while or isn't fucking relevant.
This is the weirdest transition to a pay-per-view / pay-per-views ever, because you've got literally one guy doing 2 separate things at the same time. You have Kev, who has AJ Styles is his #1 contender, but yet he has to wrestle Jericho. But if Jericho wins that match, then he gets to wrestle fucking AJ. So we have this weird fucking contingent instead of just ending all this shit and then doing a draft, right? Nope. We had to do this shit now.
Yep. Or at least evaluating your guys on the shows to then move them over and build them up on the other shows.
I'll be happy to see this show finally move away from the obligatory multi-man like contendership matches and actually start like just having some normal one-on-ones and shit. Because it's like, oh, let's take this pool of talent and let's have this like six-pack challenge, or some kind of like over the rope.
Well,
like fuck that. Just
the land of opportunity.
Just let these guys build on their own. Because the thing about big matches like that, like with a bunch of dudes, no one really gets to showcase their individual shit. Like you don't get a whole lot out of that for these guys like Sammy and all that who are coming over. Like, give them more single stuff so you can build their individual characters. And I get it. You have like fresh off of the shake-up or whatever, you need to establish like who's going to wrestle who for what card and blah blah blah. Yeah. You need to establish a top, middle, and like I get it, but that shit's over. Like let's start fucking actually wrestling.
My thing is that when they put this battle royal together and I saw who was in it, I went, fuck. They're trying to use all these guys. Yeah. Trying to do something with them. Because I remember a week ago, I said, why are we trading for guys like Jinder Mahal? And fuck me, he's in the title match. Yeah. So I can't complain. I was all right with everything.
It feels like what they did with all the guys after the Cruiserweight Classic. You have all these guys. What are we going to do with them? Oh, let's put them in a bunch of fucking fatal four-ways.
Put them on a show. By the way, gentlemen, I have a screenshot of my YouTube, okay, from 205 Live. It was put on the WWE YouTube channel. I did not see 205 Live. I don't care. Here is the caption. It is Alicia Fox in the ring talking to Rich Swann, and it says, Rich Swann reveals why he sent gifts to Alicia Fox. That's 205 Live, everybody.
I didn't even know Rich Swann was still doing stuff. Like, even on the promos for, like, Raw and SmackDown, when they, like, mention 205, you don't see him at all.
I haven't seen him in months.
Yeah, it's been a really long time.
If you want me to fucking watch this shit, don't put thumbnails like, Rich Swann reveals why he sent gifts and why he's a fucking creep. Why do I care? Why do we have Why is Alicia Fox on 205 Live?
Is she still fucking Cedric Alexander?
No, she's fucking Rich Swann apparently. I don't know.
Because like him and Noam Dar had a Fox with a pole match.
Right, yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
So then Dar won.
Isn't she fucking Noam Dar?
I don't know anymore.
So, she gets around.
So is Rich Swann like, is he the heel in this then? If he's taking Dar's girl, I mean, wouldn't that make him the de facto heel of this? Like,
I don't know.
Is she just transitioning to smaller and smaller men? Like what what is?
She's a lengthy woman too.
Yeah.
Compared to all of them, she's the Undertaker.
I'm sorry, Noam. You don't make me bend down far enough, so I'm gonna go talk to Rich.
Why if I was in the crowd,
Rich smaller than Noam Dar?
I think so. He's a pretty small guy. I think
Noam Dar is a pretty small guy too.
Yeah,
though.
I think Rich Swann's like fucking like 5'5".
5'8". He's 5'8".
Is he?
5'8" Club. Yeah, he's a part of the 5'8" Club.
He's like 150 pounds.
Is this like the Dollar Shave Club?
He's a part of my faction, my really short faction, along with Billie Kay. If I was in a crowd for this fucking thing, and Rich Swann gets on the mic and goes, "You want to know why I sent you gifts?" I'd be like, "All right, time to go take a fucking leak, because I'm not about to hear Rich Swann talk about sending gifts to Alicia goddamn Fox." Why have the show? Why have the show? Don't do that, please. Put a thumbnail showing two guys wrestling. Maybe I'll get into it. Put something relevant. Don't put, this fucking shit. These goddamn... Why do we have storylines on a Cruiserweight show? Stop, please.
Because it's WWE, everything has to have storylines.
Yeah.
These guys have no personality. They're the Cruiserweights, right? They have no personality. Let's just be clear. No one has a personality. No. Okay, Anthony Nese. Okay, really? He kisses his biceps. And that's it. Really. He flies over the top rope.
He's the premier athlete.
Yep, bro. He's totally the premier athlete. He's premier, all right. That's for sure. God damn it. NXT, April 19th, 2017. Rude came out, said that Nakamura tucked his tail in between his legs and ran away to the main roster. So fuck you, Bobby. He got promoted. Oh, fuck him, right? Hideo Itami comes out to confront Rude. Surprisingly, he doesn't tear a quad or something on his way down in the ring.
Or wear really bad shoes.
No, he still wore his mom's shoes.
Oh, were they? They didn't look as...
no, they were the same shoes. They were those shoes. Itami slapped the shit out of Rude. Rude takes an eternity to get ready for his combat with Itami here.
As he's taking his jacket off, folding it up.
I was getting ready for him to take his pants off and everything, Naito style. Itami hit Rude with the bro to sleep.
Yes.
Or the
he should have hit him with the Pulp Friction next.
With the G2S, I think they called it. So now it's called the G2S because you can't say GTS because that's a CM Punk thing, even though this is the fucking guy who made it. He promptly exits the ring. It's about time Hideo did something relevant on NXT anymore. Because God knows, there are times with this guy. They need him to do a program now before he breaks something later on. Kayla's backstage and says that Tyler Bate, why the fuck did I say Taylor Bate, will defend his UK title against Jack Gallagher. And these two guys have the absolute most nicest interaction ever.
Well, they're English.
Yeah, well, they talk about how they're both dapper, and they both complimented each other.
This is pretty much setting up for when they do the UK show, which should be coming soon.
Good. We'll get to see some real wrestlers with real personalities.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, let's hope so.
2 words. Pete Dunne. Anyways.
Did you see that basically Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, and Trent Seven have been going around like as a 6-man tag? Or
they wrestled the Elite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
They've been doing like other shit too together. So
they wrestled the
which
Bucks
is weird
and
because
Kenny
Tyler
Omega.
Bate's supposed to be the babyface and Pete Dunne's supposed to be the Bruiserweight and a fucking heel. Like, how is that? How does that work?
Well, they're team WWE UK.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cut back. Oh, because they could do shit like wrestle the Elite and still work for WWE. That's why it's fucking sweet.
Yeah.
We cut back to the ring, and Bobby Roode is still laying on his ass. When he's helped up, the crowd starts a "Bobby, are you okay?" chant.
Yes.
So there you go, everybody. There's a new chant for everybody. Bobby, are you okay?
Every time Bobby Roode takes a bump.
Cien Almas versus Danny Burch. I wanted Danny to win this match because I don't care about.
He looked
Almas.
really good in the Cruiserweight Classic. I know he was a job guy before that. He looked really good until he took that fucking kick.
Cruiserweight Classic. You mean the UK?
The UK.
tournament,
I'm sorry. He looked really good. I wanted to see him go out of the first round.
I didn't see Danny in his first appearances on NXT.
Well, he was just a job guy, so you probably did. You just don't remember him.
Maybe he got some trunks instead of fucking long pants like he had last time. But he looked good, and I kind of wanted him to win because Almas is just Cien Almas, man. I have to ask you something. Maybe Tyson could get on, but I have to ask you something. Why not just leave him La Sombra? Why didn't they just keep him Sombra? Why do we have to take the mask off of him?
Because WWE and branding and stuff.
WWE needs to stop bringing guys in and making them lesser of what they were before. He wore a mask, right? He started Los Ingobernables. He was the leader of Los Ingobernables. He goes to WWE, takes his mask off. What's he doing these days? He's drinking and popping mollies and partying in Miami.
Wearing a hat. Yeah,
but
leaving the gym to go party at what was it, 1:30 in the afternoon? Is that what Otis did?
That's what Otis Dosovich said. Yeah. He's like, this fucking guy going to party? It's 1 o'clock.
But dude, according to his merch, he's 100. So thank you, Ty Dillinger, for making that a
Which
thing.
is bigger than 10, isn't that what Lita said?
That's how
Shirt's also like $10 on the shop right now.
That's how he was introduced. That's how he was introduced in his feud with Ty Dillinger. So,
But seriously, when you bring Mexican guys in, they have the mask, they have a persona. Why the fuck would you want to demask them and ruin?
Because they don't care.
That shit is annoying as fuck. And not only that, but there's no. Apparently, there was a report or something saying they want a good like Hispanic or like Latino fucking star. Hello, we like guys with masks. Why would you take off the mask? We don't give a fuck. They're just dudes after that. They're just some Mexican guy. Okay? Almas is just some fucking guy. You have the mask on him, you keep him not La Sombra. Maybe you could call him something else, but...
Well, they're obviously not going to call him something.
Yeah, but it's the fact that you take guys, you bring them in, and then you demask them, and they become literally useless.
I can't wait till they release Unico and they make they make him the third Sin Cara.
Seriously, this shit is annoying because you have no really Spanish guys on this roster that are doing anything worth a damn. Really, you have
The Colognes, dude.
Colognes.
They just had a big win.
Oh,
on
that's
SmackDown.
right. That's totally right. Fucking Christ. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't hate Almas.
Almas is not bad. He
just
great
seems like he's
worker.
not really going anywhere.
He has zero character. It's just some guy who parties. And if you read the NXT tapings, spoiler, if you don't want to listen to them, then don't fucking listen anymore. But it's NXT and they fucking tape like 3 weeks in advance. Who cares? Thea Trinidad was in the crowd and apparently was eyeing up Mr. Almas. So now I guess they will be a thing.
So there's going to be a La Sombra Rosita love triangle or a love connection here.
I suppose. So I guess the story's going to be that Thea's in the crowd and she
I figured they'd use her at some point.
partied with Almas, and now he's going to have a Playboy gimmick.
I figured they'd
So-
use her at some point since she's playing fucking AJ Lee in the
Yeah.
in the Dwayne Johnson movie.
I wonder how Austin Aries is going to feel about this.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot they're banging IRL.
That's his wife, dude. Or no,
Oh, wow.
engagement, or he's engaged to her, whatever.
Oh, no way.
But they're together, yeah. So I wonder. Well, he's on 205 Live, so he doesn't care.
I totally forgot about that too. In that whole connection, talking about Candace because of what's his face,
Johnny.
Yeah, them being together, getting her in.
So
I know Rosita's done, or Thea Trinidad has done some stuff on NXT before, but
I suppose that's going to be his thing now. So Almas is going to be a party guy. He's going to be the life of the party, I suppose, and going to be just some dude. So he's basically going to be
party time all the time.
He's going to be
because that last party gimmick got over great.
Yeah, I also think Thea Trinidad was also part of the Rosebuds too.
She's done a lot of extra work.
Yeah.
I suppose he's going to be the more serious version of No Way Jose.
Maybe.
And he's going to come out to some really hard-hitting club music and, go in the ring and fucking look drunk or just throw up. I don't know what he's going to do.
I think with him, let him do the whole... I'm going to say it's the Naito thing because I know it from Naito, but I know he's
the one who started it.
Yeah, but let him do the whole Los Ingobernables thing. Let him be a heel, but put him in matches that feel important. Let him go over in matches that feel important.
He's literally been the go-to guy for making other guys look good.
Yeah, I think they can do stuff with him. They just need to let him be that top heel. I think it'll work. I think he can get over it. He can get it over.
He's a good worker. It's just like I said before, with the mask, he was a star. He was a star in Mexico. He was a full-fledged superstar. And as soon as he comes to the WWE, they take the mask off and they have to just fucking ruin him. WWE has this.
When's the last time a guy with a hood though has been over? Who's not named Rey Mysterio?
Good question. Because WWE does not like to have characters. They just want their image. So here's what we're going to do, Almas. We're going to throw you out there and you're just some fucking Mexican guy. That's literally his gimmick. Some fucking Mexican guy. There's nothing else
Who
to
wears
him.
overalls and without a shirt.
Everybody else has a gimmick,
Or
right?
suspenders, I should say, not
Aleister
overalls.
Black does cult stuff. Okay, Tommy is a great worker and he gets hurt. I guess that's his gimmick. Yeah. Rude loves himself and he has a lot of money.
He's got medical bills.
Right? But he's a great worker and he does the GTS, so I guess that's his thing. And he's a legit, strong style guy, and he's from Japan. And boy, did he look excited to see Nakamura get called up, didn't he?
I know, right? We always used to joke around about how pissed he must have been when the couch watching Nakamura for the last year.
Visibly fucking mad. Frown, and everybody else is excited. Yeah, Shinsuke, go ahead, Shin, go do it, Shin. And he's like, fuck. I was the import. I was the fucking import that never got over. Well, they need to do something very soon with this guy before he gets hurt, okay, or goes back to Japan, whatever the fuck he's going to do. Almas won the match because it's Danny Burch, and Danny's here to do the gig.
Yeah,
but. The thing about this is that Tom Phillips, during this match, asked the question, can Almas focus during this match? There is a long pause, painfully long pause, and then Percy Watson goes, he better.
What?
In that exact manner, literally. Can Almas focus during this match? He better. Fuck. Dude, get off my television. Please, Percy. Stop. Don't have this guy on television anymore. He's literally useless. He literally has nothing to offer, and he does things like, "Oh, me? Oh, you're talking to me? Oh, sure."
but who else is fucking Nigel gonna make fun of? So
Himself? I don't know.
because he can't believe that he's ever been on a date with a woman, as he said when he went out with
Percy's
Liv
a fucking
for
loser.
some coffee. Yeah,
He's a fucking nerd. It's painful. The fact that Booker T was the best announcer on this whole. The best third announcer this entire week says something, okay?
Yeah.
And we took advantage of Booker, or we took Booker for granted, because then we got Byron and David Otunga, and when Booker came back, it's like, shit, it's Booker, and he sounds a whole lot better than these other guys. It's ridiculous.
well, because Booker's an actual wrestler.
Yeah, and he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And he has delivery. And he's King Booker.
Yeah. And all the shucky ducky quack aside, he actually has some insight into the world of professional wrestling.
Liv Morgan and Aaliyah versus Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. You want to do this?
Nah, not really.
There's a spot where Peyton leg lariats Aaliyah. The announcer sold this like it was the most painful thing on the planet. I don't know why. If you saw that, there was no impact. It was just a leg lariat.
Is that her,
alright.
her super long kick?
I guess.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as she hit it, everyone at the table went, "Oh!" Like it was painful. Peyton goes for the cover, and I'm assuming Liv was supposed to break it up. But there was a quick camera cut, and Aaliyah suddenly kicked out.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Aaliyah kicked out because she has great instincts or Liv sucks balls. I'm not quite sure which one it is.
Then the commentators spent about a minute and a half trying to cover up what happened there.
Aaliyah rolled up Peyton Royce for the win, and the most disturbing thing on the planet happened. Both of these women started flailing their fucking arms around like they were in a Warped Tour pit.
Yes.
And just threw a big fucking hissy fit and looked really fucking awkward.
The exaggerated, like, huffing from Peyton Royce was maybe my favorite part about this whole thing.
I have video evidence of this. I have taken video evidence.
You're gonna play video evidence on a show that doesn't have any video?
No, did you see this? You saw this, Tyson?
I did.
Okay, so you saw it. Okay, I thought one of you guys didn't see it. Yeah, you're right. I don't know why to be doing that. It was visible that she was going,
Yeah.
what is your fucking problem? This was so over dramatic
Yeah. But I mean, that's kind of their whole shtick, right?
to be fucking terrible.
They're drama queens, man.
I don't know.
They're
why
mean girls, dude.
Call them up, put them on Raw, put them on the second hour. I don't want to see them anymore in NXT. Done with this shit. Aaliyah.
It's like when Alexa used to throw her tantrum in the ring, and things didn't go her way.
Except she didn't start wailing on people.
Yeah, I know. I mean, obviously it's way more exaggerated, but it's a thing. Sometimes they
argue with this guy.
Sometimes they give these ladies some really like over the top bullshit things to do in the ring. Look at Bailey and her fucking north south
there was that
cowgirl thing.
There was that one great moment where Billy got thrown into a tub of water that was for some reason just randomly there.
No, you know how
They were in the trainer's room, ice bath.
Yeah,
It's an ice bath. It's just
Lesnar,
a tub of water randomly fucking poured
Lesnar
out.
used to love those. Remember that when Lesnar used to cut promos from the ice bath? That shit was sweet.
He doesn't remember that. He doesn't even watch that
Oh
shit.
yeah. You know what I'm talking about, though.
No, but I remember Lesnar and fucking Kurt Angle drinking milk together, discussing their WrestleMania match, which is great. Oh boy, I can't wait for this 32-woman tournament. I can't wait so that way these bitches can get the fuck off my television. So the final match was Ty Dillinger versus Eric Young. God damn, I almost said Sanity. They say Sanity so much, they don't give the guys his fucking dues. So Ty Dillinger flew all the way from Louisville to do this one final match with Eric Young. Okay.
From their live show on Wednesdays.
This match was great. This is a great match. EY was showing color. It felt like a cage match. It felt real. It felt like a fight. And you know what? Good shit. This was a good job. Last match for Ty Dillinger, he went out with a bang. Now he's on SmackDown cutting his own fucking promos, but it is what it is, I suppose. But yeah, so that's Ty Dillinger's last match on NXT.
It was a good match to go out.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Good shit. I'm glad they didn't they allowed the color. I thought they were gonna dab him up or stop the match.
Well, there was a cage, so you can.
Yeah.
So I guess EY he gigged and he knew what he was doing because we're in a cage and you can't stop a cage match. But they were quick to put on those fucking gloves. The end of the match saw, I believe Sanity came in, interrupted the match, tried to infiltrate and sabotage the match, which is funny because the man asked for a cage match to avoid these people.
But every time that stipulation comes up, because they always find their way in. Like,
remember when Alexa and Becky had that same situation and was like, well, La Luchadora can't interfere anymore.
Yeah, because they can't
Cage
just
match.
open the door or climb into the cage.
The cage is a force field. They can't get by it, right? No, they climb over the fucking thing and get in the ring because it's no disqualification. They come in, Roddy and fucking Chris Hero, Cassius Ohno come in.
Or as Tom Phillips would have you believe, also Nikki Cross and Ruby Riott were there.
They never showed
which were
up.
you never saw them. They fucked up because they do all of their broadcasting in post production. They don't do it live, so
That's ridiculous.
He read it off a script.
yeah.
So Ty wins this match, and here's the thing. All right, the great match, all that shit. But when Ty Dillinger won this match, I was a little angry because he's leaving. Why does he need to win? Why do you put over a guy who's getting called up?
Yeah, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
I didn't like that decision. EY is staying. His sanity's still a thing. You got to get them over, right? So we're gonna let Ty Dillinger win.
I guess send him out on a high note. It doesn't do much for EY, but
Yeah.
it's not like he has to see the guy again, so he can build himself against somebody
Not
else.
until next week when they have another match that they've put in the can. Yeah, so Ty's gone, and I suppose Roddy and Chris are gonna, or Cassius, are gonna fucking team up against Sanity, I suppose.
Hopefully.
God, Roddy, God, cringe. The cringe of both of these fucking guys holding up Ty Dillinger like, you did it, Ty. Good job. Right on, brother. Good job. You beat EY. Yeah. Stop. Fucking stop. Roderick Strong is so goddamn cringy as a nice guy. It hurts.
He's a terrible babyface.
Roddy is one of my favorite wrestlers on the earth right now. But seeing him decay...
He's another one. He's a great wrestler, but he is not really a character.
Oh, boy.
Especially for WWE programming, which is very character-driven.
So now that Ono and Strong lost their heavy Ty Dillinger, the leader of the Huggies Club.
He'll leave just in time for No Way Jose to come back. So,
that's right. That's correct. We still have the big return of No Way Jose.
Oh, man.
He's going to come with a big fucking stop sign, and he's going to hit everybody in Sanity with it, right? Well,
you know, it'd be great if he turns heel and joins Sanity.
Oh, wow.
Nikki Cross dancing, right? Everybody having a good time.
No way, our Sanity turns babyface and they all join it.
I'm just trying to picture No Way Jose like merengue his way down the ramp to like Sanity's music, you know?
You know what's even better? Fucking Killian Dane dancing to No Way Jose's music.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
Alexander Wolf trying to fucking hardcore dance to No Way Jose's music.
Oh,
You're welcome, Triple H. We just wrote your television for you. So Sanity's going to be dancing around Ono and Roderick Strong, I suppose, and Nikki Cross. And it'll be a good time on NXT. But as of right now, you got Rude, you got Itami, and of course, you have Sanity's still the big mid-card attraction. So we'll see where they go with that. Honestly, I don't think EY's going anywhere. I don't think he's going to really get called up. I don't know where they're going to go.
I don't think so either, and I don't know if that's necessarily why they signed him or why he came.
He's going to be like Chris Hero, I think. It's just they're there to enhance other talents. Yeah. They're there to be mentors and just they're seasoned guys that are there to really help out the younger guys. So
I wonder if at some point they'll and this is where I thought they were going with him, but I wonder if at some point they're gonna have Sanity become like hold all the belts in NXT.
I hope so.
That's where they should go.
I was hoping there'd be like a faction where they'd hold all the gold, you know.
Rude's getting called up soon. Yeah. Well, at least in the next year or so, whatever.
Probably, yeah.
Because he's fucking Bobby Roode, and he's not there to stay in development. Yeah. So can't keep the guy.
They'll probably end up dropping the belt to Tommy.
It's the same. It's the same thing they've been doing. You get a nice seasoned guy who's in his twilight. Get him fucking 1 year in NXT. Boom, right to the main roster. It's really just a transfer process. So that was NXT television. That was WWE television. So overall, I guess Jinder's been the week.
Yeah.
It's been Jinder and Braun, and that's it. That's
Jinder
the story.
Braun show, yeah.
The Jinder Braun show, and I can't wait to see more Jinder Mahal and the Bollywood Boys.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to drink the tears of everybody that doesn't like this. It will be a phenomenal endeavor.
Hey, wonderful.
WB Television is in the works for another big heel stable with the Indian guys. So, from the studio shaped like Anthony's mother's basement, I've been Joey Nohana. That's been Anthony Antonio Inoki Caruso and Tyson Touloud. We will see you guys at another time.
Also, before we leave, you got to plug the stuff.
That's right. I forgot about plugging the stuff. falconarrow.podbean.com. You can check out all of our archived and future episodes. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And like, follow, do whatever. Stalk us on Facebook. I don't remember what it is. So check us out there. And the next thing we have lined up, I guess, is the next edition of WWE Weekly.
Yeah, the go-home show for Raw.
The go-home shows for Raw. And then Payback, everybody. So the House of Horrors match, which we have no fucking clue what it is still. But we will find out in time. So until then, goodbye and good night.